The audio's going out now.
They can hear me?
They can hear us.
We're live.
We're live.
Oh, look at that's a creaky door.
It's a creaky door.
And beans at my feet.
It's a creaky door.
Is it
You want to
'cause
just switch immediately?
Okay.
Because we can.
I need my stool.
Also, if you hear this noise, that's the foot warmer for Felicia.
Oh, it's like, what noise?
I don't know if the mic can pick up the little heater or not.
Oh,
It
okay.
might be able to. I don't
There's
know.
also a little bean tinkling around, like a little Tinkerbell with his little jingles.
Yeah, and there's a Jerry in the house too that
Yes.
may or may not step in because it's really hard to keep Jerry out of things.
Hi, Jerry.
Yeah,
Hey,
I get
Jerry.
into all kinds of stuff. I'm in your pockets.
Yeah, oh, darn it!
Oh, yeah, Evil Odin at the... I cosplay repair. No.
Evil,
That's right,
yes.
that's right. The alternate universe Odin. The mirror universe.
The mirror universe Odin. That's exactly it. Either that, or everyone seems to confuse me with Steve D, the guy who built R2SC.
Right.
Hello, I'm Odin,
Hi, I'm Felicia.
and welcome to the Sunday Odin Makes live stream. And we're here today with.
Oh, with Jerry. Hi. Jerry with props. Hey, there you go.
Yeah, there they are.
Yeah.
You're allowed
Crash.
to be here. I'm just
Oh, I
saying.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're
I
just
like
hanging
to
out.
be the off-screen voice of God.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
I imagine a Muppet.
It's
You
the
are
opposite.
not wrong. Guys, you gotta come under you. There you go. There's your Muppet moment.
I love it.
Okay.
I'm
only
here for
you.
Muppets.
Here for Muppets.
Stay for Legos.
Yeah, here from Muppets, stay for Legos.
you go.
Absolutely. Huge thank you to everyone who last stream, I think it was just last stream, donated to help pay for materials to get the set going. So I've got a new set going. Thank you guys. And huge thank you to Shock Gremlin who pretty much bankrolled the rest of it. But actually have a good start to the set. All day yesterday, Treg the Viking and I were working on the set. I had put together a plan in Tinkercad and tried to figure out the bits and pieces of wood that I wanted. I only had 2 errors where I had clipping errors with pieces of plywood that somehow magically merged into each other, but that was easy enough to get around because it's only the 2.
I am quite impressed.
Thank you.
You built a whole little fort here. I'm
Oh, I got a hell of
loving
a
it.
fort. Thank you.
And I like your choice in artwork.
Oh, thank you.
Very much. I'm a
Thank
fan.
you very much.
Reminds me of one of the Smosh artists.
Yes. This isn't the finished set. My plan is to keep going and not just leave it at naked plywood, which I believe Felicia described as.
Oh, Dead Man's Flesh, but that's more talking about the filter to get the skin tones.
Oh, okay.
I was just loving it because I love the naturals.
I do kind of like it. I'm not going to paint the
shelves.
The shelves, the lower part.
I'm a
but
fan
the
of
upper
those
walls,
as natural wood. It's
Yeah.
always classic, will forever be in style.
Yeah.
But I've been in Halloween mode for like a full month now.
Yes.
So, like, I'm a little bit morbid. Just woke up from the dead, you know.
It's all right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to paint it and finish it more. There's more to come. I'm actually more interested to hear about Halloween month.
Halloween month?
Yes.
Yes. Halloween problems. It's been fun dressing people up. It's back in my zone, my atmosphere.
Right.
I'm really good at it, apparently.
Yes, we were, Joe and I, he was here last time, we're actually talking about that I bet you were in your element and enjoying being able to be back at a costume shop. We even said it was Broadway to go down and say hi.
Oh, yeah. Go say hi to Broadway Costumes. They have a great selection
Yeah.
in there. And anything theater makeup. Like, if you need it here in Sacramento, they're
Right.
the place to go. And
Always have been.
always have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been other places that had theater makeup, but Broadway was always you need to go to Broadway or you have to go down to San Francisco.
Yeah, they have the good stuff, and I
Yeah.
appreciate them. They've been a resource that I've been at. I have been part of their competition, however, when I was working at Decades, which...
Okay.
But it's friendly competition. We support each other.
Oh,
and
that's
so
good.
Decades no longer exists. James
Right.
retired. We still
Right.
good friends.
Yep.
And they needed some extra help, so I went in for the season. It was a lot of fun.
That's good.
Apparently, I'm still really good at dressing people. Like, I could see from across the room and go, oh, this is going to fit you. And they're like, do you think it's good? Just try it on. And then they go, oh, it fits. I know not very many people can do that.
No, actually.
A lot of people can't do that for themselves, let alone a complete stranger.
Correct. I can't even visually measure, that's enough milk for what I'm making on the stove. I have to have measurements.
Yes, people are very sensitive about their bodies because, it's very personal, your body, your space, the way you present yourself, and trying on clothing, especially in dressing rooms, can be very vulnerable. In a costume situation, people are there to have fun, but your insecurities come out like nobody's business, and we want to have a good time. So, handing you something that you feel beautiful or pretty or cool in keeps you in a good mood. So I'm like hypersensitive. Like, if this isn't gonna fit, I'm not gonna hand it to you. Because that's the worst to go, I love it and it doesn't fit because we don't have it in multiple sizes at a costume shop.
No, not usually. It's one or two, right?
Yeah. But I always have my little tricks and tips of how I can make things work. Because, you just smoosh it, and you gotta make it work. What?
Makes me think of the Homer and Marge, where he's got all the clips on his back to make him look thin again.
Oh, yeah. We worked at Smosh.
Yes, we did work at Smosh, and that is
what
half
does the camera
costumes.
see?
Yeah, it's
what
only
does the camera see?
Yep.
If the camera doesn't see it, does it exist?
Yeah.
But in
all
real
the
life,
boxes over there, they don't exist.
Right?
Right.
That's like most of my job is just watching cameras.
Yeah.
So right now I'm Pavlov's cosplayer. Like, I'm not on camera, but you can hear me. So do I exist or do I not exist if I'm on camera or not on camera?
Schrodinger's,
Pavlov's.
Pavlov just makes me
I haven't had a whole lot of
drool.
sleep this weekend.
If you want to think that you're making me drool, then fine.
I didn't hear any ringing of the bells. Is it like a dog whistle?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not as smart as I think I am.
It is not quite time for Carol the Bells yet.
I think the hamster wheel is spinning, but the hamster's kind of dead.
That's such a fun visual.
Yeah.
I'm ignoring the chat, so I was looking and seeing what
Yes,
people
please
are saying.
check the chat.
We are on live chat, so we're not like on
Yeah, we're not on top chat, right? We're on live
Right.
chat, so we get to see everything.
I saw a hand.
Did Dan make it? Because I know he was he was
just
enjoying
got
his
back
weekend.
from Tahoe, having
he just got
lunch
back.
at
Okay.
your town right now, and happy face.
Right on.
Ace is here saying, actually made it on time today. How's everyone?
Right on. Hello, Ace.
Steve D's here saying, good evening all. Got Dan Does Junk saying greetings, and Shop Gremlin's in the house.
Nice.
We got Will Connors saying hello.
Hello, Will. We were just talking about you this morning.
Yes. Steve D says the set is looking great, and
Thank you.
I'm very impressed, and I am impressed more that you got sleep last night.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
I looked, I was like, did you sleep?
Well, I had massive help yesterday. I did get to sleep. Jerry came down to visit on Friday and helped clean out some of the garage and helped clean out some of the other spaces so we can make space to clean out things in the garage. And then Saturday morning helped again with getting all this area, everything out of it. So when Treg the Viking showed up, he came with his big rolling 12-inch chop saw and some other specialty tools. Treg builds sets for professional playhouses for a living. So it's like, I can do this. So I gave him a cutlass and he just starts chopping wood.
Well,
And
remember when we'd have to have everything cleaned up by the end of the day?
Yeah.
Build like a whole dang house in the apartment with multiple rooms, and then
Right.
we're like, yes, and it has to be gone by the end of tonight.
Yes, and when we're all done, we have to look like we were never here. Not too different from that with this, because I'm only renting the house. I don't own the house, so I can't do anything hardcore permanent.
Same set of skills.
Yeah, same sense. So this is completely freestanding, except for one board that is connected to the joist up there, just to keep this wall from wiggling too much, right? So it made that a little more sturdy. Otherwise, it's completely freestanding, and there's a small bit of air void behind it, which I will probably put more styrofoam insulation between this back wall and the now invisible garage door.
So did you use all the same type of screw? You remember
No.
that?
Yes.
And you did not?
Well, okay, how do you want to classify the same type of screw? They are
Like
all Torx bit screws, but some are T25 and some are T20 because they're different manufacturers.
Okay, but you don't have to change your bits.
Oh, no, actually, that's not true. There's also a square drive. And there are a couple of Phillips because we didn't have the, we had that long screw and we had that long screw.
So
We
it's
didn't
going to
have
be a
anything
pain in the
between.
butt to take apart. We'll never learn our lessons.
No.
Ever.
There was a little bit of complaining at one point, like, wait, we're switching screws?
Yes. That was one of my biggest complaints. I'm like, who the heck used half the screws with the square one? What was that one called?
Square drive, I think.
Square drive, and then like half with the cross,
Right.
which
Is Phillips.
yeah. I just want to be very clear on the shape when I am communicating with people. I want this one only.
And then the Torx bit is the one that looks like an asterisk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had a multiple of those in one set, and Odin got to witness me cursing as I'm pulling this thing apart, going, "What the heck were they thinking?"
Just grabbing whatever was convenient. We did make a Home Depot run.
How is it convenient if you have to switch your bits? Anyway, sorry.
Well, it's
I get it.
convenient because I'm literally working out of a little paper bowl of random bolts is what I've got.
Right.
And it's convenient to find what will work in there versus go drive and pick something up. And
No, I
sometimes
get
in
it,
your
I
set
get it.
building, nothing's open. So we did make a Home Depot run last night, and we had to pick up the bolts that connect the walls to the base, right? Because that's the only place that's connected. Gravity's holding them up; it's only connected at the base. So
Sorry, Bean. He's right by the heater. So.
we went and got some little screws.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad.
No, it's not too bad.
No, it's not.
But that was
He'll stick out of the baseball bat.
yeah, we'll stick out the baseball bat really well. But yeah, nice 5-inch screws. It's either and this one has a combination of. That's nice. You can't see dick. All right. Just gonna work. Nope, still can't see it.
Nope.
But it's either like a
a
socket
star.
or it's a Torx on the inside. So this one actually has options. But those are fun to hear go in with the ratcheting the impact driver. Yeah. It's like, it's 10 o'clock, how bad is it outside?
I was going to say, are you allowed to be outside?
Yeah, I walked across the street just to hear. It wasn't that bad.
Okay.
Yeah, thankfully it wasn't that bad.
We'll see if your neighbors think the same.
Yeah.
Oh, Bean.
Being what's in or out or on the other side of the door.
Bean demands change.
Bean demands change.
We got Will Connors saying hello.
Hello again, Will
Oh,
Connors.
did I already read that one? Okay.
So we were talking about you and Cheese this morning, Will, about how much fun it was at Creators Con last year and how the entire con had cleared out of the hotel area that they had set up for the con. Everybody was gone. All the vendors were gone. The host of the con, Jeff, he was out. All that was left was a couple of new friends that we met at the con, and then Odin Makes people. And we still sat there until the hotel finally kicked us out at 2. Or whatever it was.
Right? They're like, you don't got to go home, but you can't stay here.
We're closing it down now. Just sitting in a circle of chairs. All the lights are off. They're vacuuming in the other side of the hall. It was great.
Nice.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I interrupted
No,
you.
you're fine.
Okay.
I was just reading comments.
Good.
Ace says, God has returned with a laughy face. Schultz Division says, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, Schultz.
Dan Does Junk says, yeah, starting to come together.
Thank you.
Ted Gardner says,
Ted Grenier.
I can butcher anyone's name.
That's Drake the Viking.
Bamboo's Lab ad.
Oh, nice.
And then Schultz Division says, almost looks like home.
Almost.
Well, Connor says, set's coming together nicely, like your artwork.
Thank you.
We got Ted saying he
Saw a hand.
exiting saw a hand,
Oh,
and
yep.
Marvel Guy going, I actually noticed not too long ago that SG made a voting chart to know what day of the week we would be available to play Among Us.
That's right.
Whatever time zone we're in. They enjoy playing Among Us.
Yes. Yes. So, as most of you should know, because I'm pretty much only showing off to or streaming to all of my Discord friends currently. I'm letting the people in the future know this. We try to do a gaming thing. We were trying to do it on Fridays, but we're looking at mixing it up because it's not working out that I'm able to attend that much anymore. So there's a poll set up in Games Discussion. So all of you who are watching right now, jump over to the Games Discussion chat room, and there's a poll where you can pick a day and a time, and a lot of those are evenings in California time, which is not good for most of the world, but that was kind of when we can guarantee that I can be there. But there is an early morning Saturday currently, so please vote for one, and then we'll dial it in from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
because we all want to get
If
back
you
to
enjoy
playing games.
murdering your friends.
Yeah. Enjoy murdering your friends. Lying to your friends. It wasn't me.
If you are a little sus,
Yeah.
you might want to join.
You might want to join that.
Yeah, we got Ralph Mork here saying, oi,
Oi, Ralph.
made it. So, I think we're pretty caught up on chat.
I think so. So we got a few minutes where we can go live, but we're caught up, so I don't know. Maybe we just go live early.
So, tell me about this.
Yes. I had made measurements at the old location to see what was the minimum footprint I needed to have what I was used to. Because
I'm
creature
imagining you
habit.
just figuring exactly like where does my scissors go on this board, exactly measurement, like 12 feet from here, and then I can figure it all out. Not too far off. Yeah.
Not too far off. I'm sitting there thinking
not
I
wrong.
could pull pictures up and count pegboard holes.
See?
But
Yeah, so we're not quite there, but we're
No,
pretty
we're not quite there.
Okay.
what I did do is I just measured what the counters were, right? And I
Is this
knew
what they were?
this is close to what they were. They were 9.5 feet by 9.5 feet.
Height-wise too?
These are a little bit taller, but the lighting grid was 9.5 feet.
Yeah.
So these are 10 by 10.
I like the height of these ones a lot, but I'm tiny and you are giant, so everything you make is giant to me.
Usually.
And
These-
I'm like, hi, I'm here.
These are lower.
Yeah, I can
and-
use them. I was like, oh, these are nice. They're like my height. Anyways.
Yeah, the other ones
Yeah,
were
he did that on purpose, totally.
like
No.
Yeah.
6 inches taller, I think. I failed to double check my measurements, and I went, this seems right. And so that's what we've got. And they are. They are, I think they're about 32 inches to the top, which makes them slightly taller than a banquet table or most dining tables. But it's a fine height. Like you said, it's a sitting height. You can easily get on it. I used to have to hop to be able to sit on the old one. And I did have a lot of concern. I mean, Treg knows, Ted remembers that,
You're not
I was
talking
like,
into the
oh,
microphone.
sorry. I was like, oh my gosh, do I need to, we talked about it. And then we talked about it. Do we need to do we need to add more wood to the bottom? Do we need to raise it up? And this was like 10 p.m. already. So it's like, we're looking at having to, go with it. And we did. And then as the pieces went up and as the backdrop went up, it's like, okay, no, this is fine.
Odin makes a set.
Yeah. With a lot of help, but yes.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I very much enjoy it. I've already jumped on your counters several times today.
Yes, one of the big things with this set, and Ted was laughing about it, because he and I have similar design aesthetics. This is overbuilt as AF. It's made so that my heavy butt can walk on it, and we did. Because
I was noticing that I could really just jump on everything like a little
Yeah.
billy goat, and it wouldn't matter. Like I could kick it.
yes, it's more sturdy than this is. All the legs are 2x4, but there's a 2x4 on the outside that's supporting the bench top, and then inside of that is a series of cuts. You get a 2x4 with a shelf sitting on it, with a 2x4 with the horizontal rail that's holding up the top sitting on it. So they have 4x4 legs, and yeah, it is.
It's definitely more sturdy than that table.
Yes, even though
I
that
approve.
back corner.
It's probably the most vulnerable place. Like if it falls
No,
over.
I haven't bothered to screw this piece of wood down yet, so it might rattle more. But that's all.
Well, I approve.
And something else that worked out to be very convenient, I've got a step ladder and just a little 2-step ladder. That is perfect to just walk, and you're right up on it. It doesn't feel like an overstep to go to the last one. I was like, oh, this works out well, because it was an overstep on the previous counter.
Yeah, that was a pretty high counter.
It was.
But you make things your size.
Yeah. Well, also that one came with the building.
It
That
did,
was, That was the
didn't
one
it?
that Duffy made. Yeah.
It was already there.
Right.
I don't think I saw the space before you took over it.
Because
I didn't start getting into the space until I started
Right.
getting into your stuff. Like I was building stuff at there,
Right.
but you were already moved in and I was already stealing your hot glue guns.
Okay. Well, I might need glasses to help me with this.
Bring up old photos.
Yeah, I had some. Yeah, I can't see it
I have some on my Instagram.
from here. We already figured out we can't point the cameras at anything. We're also getting. Oh, we are at.
Is it time
live.
to say hi to friends?
Yeah, I'll try and look for the thing in a minute.
Yeah.
I actually posted to Threads that we were going live
what's
today.
Threads?
Yeah.
It wasn't a sewing website. They lied to me. They lied.
Yes. Category how to and style playlist.
They had no
There we are.
information on strings or warps or wefts or, thread
Or-
count.
or
Nothing.
Anything useful?
Having to do with string or threads or twine or rope or...
Beans back.
Bean's back. Yeah, Bean wants to come in and out all the time.
Oh, I got a YouTube notification that you went live.
Oh, good. Oh, really?
Yeah,
Surprise.
see,
Oh, I'm
watch
glad.
now.
I'm glad that's the way that is the way that works. I didn't know.
Yeah, now I
There
can go
we
onto
go.
my YouTube and I can click the little bell notification and I can click, oh, look it. I'm watching me.
You're watching you?
Watching
Oh,
you.
wow. And I'm working with the computer. Yeah. Yeah, it sets a
We're
little dark,
live.
but it's not bad.
Is that Felicia Inception?
It's We're Live.
Yeah.
It's we're live.
If you ever were wondering if we're live, we're live.
We're live now.
I've exited out of that because it scares me.
Let's see, was it?
Oh, empty shop. Is this pre-moved in or post-moved out?
This is pre-moved in. So let's come back to chat, and there's the chat window. People popping in? Yes, good. Hello! For those of you who have been watching, you know darn well that we've been streaming live for a little bit, talking about stuff, but just clicked over to going to becoming a public stream, and public live stream. All of a sudden my head went in the wrong place. But hello, and welcome to the Sunday Odin Makes live stream. My name is Odin.
Hi, I'm Felicia.
And today we're joined in the studio audience with someone with a very large Muppet.
I just have to start doing the Muppet thing all over again. Hooray!
Jerry's back. He came up to help. I was in the middle of talking about how we've rebuilt the set. And Jerry was part of that. And Treg the Viking, or Ted here in the chat, was a huge part of that, coming up and helping put this together pretty much all day yesterday. It was about a 13-hour build.
So quite literally brought to you by viewers like you.
Yes.
I just think it's funny because you used to work for PBS.
Right. So did Joe. So all last week, Joe Gillis and I were in here doing this, literally doing a pledge drive for his book.
He at least dressed up. Where was your Halloween spirit?
I took off my T-shirt and I had his. I was wearing his thing,
Oh, okay.
which I had done intentionally for him to be able to complain about that.
That's all right. That's okay. You can always tell them I am in costumes, and
Yes.
sociopath killers are, or serial killers look like everybody else. Or
Yeah.
what did Wednesday Addams say?
That's pretty much what it is. Yeah.
I butcher anything.
I generally just dressed up like a YouTuber. Yeah. Black polo. I'm good to go. Not wearing that today.
I never know what I'm going to be till like the day of,
Yeah.
and like halfway through leaving the door, I might change twice.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I usually don't. Sometimes I'll put on a shirt, then I see it in the mirror and go, oh yeah, no, I'm not wearing that one. And then I'll change my shirt.
It needs to be comfortable. If it's not comfortable, I'm not going to wear it.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
usually like, you know what? Nope, this is going to be it.
Yeah.
It's going to rub me the wrong way. We ain't doing that. Let me go try again.
Too snug.
So it needs to be
Yeah.
comfy.
So one of the things we were talking about was building the new set here, and then you had mentioned you don't remember seeing my shop over at the media center before I moved in.
Yes, because you moved in post Smosh.
I moved in post Smosh.
Because pre Smosh you were at the
I was at
the
Zot's
place
place.
on. Oh, I thought you were at the back of the
Okay, well,
Sims.
yeah. During Smosh, I was in back of Sims. There was
Yeah.
like a prop room. That's where I did DIY prop shop. Was in the back of the Smosh building. During that time, Smosh changed how they were running themselves and decided that all of us contractors couldn't be in the building without one of the official employees being there, which ended my being able to do anything on and off weekend. Yeah.
You know,
None of us really observed that, but I quit doing
like,
my show there.
I vaguely remember things getting weird, but I also they just needed me to do my job, and I had just to do it. And
yeah,
I
basically. It's
don't
like,
remember. Like I remember the drama, but it's just so.
yeah.
You know, like oh.
Well, I
remember
work
having to
8 to
figure
5, so I'll show up and we'll just leave at 5. It's like, yeah, AM. I've got a week's worth of work to do in the next 2 days.
Yeah. So when they left, you went over to Zod's.
I went over to Zot's.
Well, you left before, you went over to Zot's before they left.
Before they left, yeah. But I
And
went over to
then-
Zot's when that happened, and then I started Odin Makes in Zot's.
Yeah.
So that was the same set.
Yeah.
And then John opened up the media center while I was at Zot's. And so I moved out of Zot's and into the media center. And at that point, DIY Prop Shop had pretty much stopped.
Okay, and
So I
then
don't think
that
I did any
point, I
shows
was
there.
doing all of those music videos with Raul,
Yep.
who had moved into there,
Yeah.
and then I was getting into your stuff because I was like, Odin, can
Yep.
I borrow stuff? Like, because I was so used to from Smosh just
Oh, yeah.
borrowing, getting into your shit. Like,
Yep.
thank you, by the way.
You're welcome,
I
no
very much
problem.
appreciated
Not a
having
problem.
access to all your stuff, especially when I had to do all the things that I had to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were going through all those weird photos, remember?
Yes, and the weird
Problems,
overlap
challenges.
problems and challenges, because costuming, especially for Smosh, isn't just fabric. And so there's
Yeah.
all sorts of weird things that you have
And
to
then
do.
I was set decking and art directing and doing
Right.
props and everything else, so it wasn't just in the wardrobe room. Actually,
Yeah, no,
I was
you
getting
were
into
all
your
over the
stuff
place.
because I wasn't in that room. I was,
Yeah, especially with Raul, huh? Yeah.
yeah, I wasn't doing any of his wardrobe. I was busy doing the big stuff.
Right. 35 feet of
That was a dress.
That was a dress.
I
the
did do a
giant pink
15-foot dress.
Yep.
And the pair of Harry's. Anyways, all those weird problems, right?
Right.
So by the time I was doing those, you were already established, and I was getting into your stuff. So I
Okay.
never saw it without your stuff in it.
Gotcha.
Because you had moved first.
Okay, well, let's
That's the history of the
That's the
Odin Makes
history.
channel.
I just can't see that far to be able to. Oh, here it is. Cut. Nope, I didn't even set it right because I don't know what I'm doing. So we'll cut back, and then I needed to set up. Wow, it's really hard to do with the mouse. I'm so used to just pressing the darn button. Cut. There we go.
So that
So-
is what it looked like.
That is pretty much what it looked like within the first week of me moving in.
And those back countertops were already there, but the counter in the very front with the garbage can was your dad's because
Was-
that's a set piece from.
Yeah, so that's the same one we're standing in front of now. That was
Yeah.
the set, and that was the set piece from
That's the bar that we used for the pirates.
Part of the plywood is, but the set top was one of the tables we used for Castle Black.
Okay, it was Castle Black. It just we were
Yeah.
getting out the old pirate sets, and I remembered like this was like a
Right.
really good piece, but it was your piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can see how there's slightly different size of tabletops. Like I think what it is.
Are you
off
going
to
back
the right
to that
there,
gray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some of that paint still. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to that gray.
Okay.
But yeah, and then
Is that the same size pegboard? I'm
that is
sorry.
the exact same pegboard.
Okay,
that-
it is that pegboard.
It is that pegboard. Well, I missed my picture. Where is it? There it is. That is the exact same pegboard because that is the pegboard that Steve Littman had originally made years and years and years ago, and then left with me.
I'm quite impressed. It doesn't look worn out or used or abused.
Oh, that
There's like one little
pegboard's
oil
20 years
spot.
old.
It doesn't look how I've seen some pretty rotten ones, or they're all warped, or
Right.
like they've been. I worked at a costume shop that had to constantly change the. I've seen
Yeah,
some
yeah.
pretty rough ones, and I was like, really? That's the same one? It
That's
looks
the same
all
one.
Fancy new.
And if you look, there's a power outlet in the middle of it.
Yep.
Which was something that I had to do because that power outlet was existing in the media center when I put the pegboard up, so I had to cut out a hole.
So you still have the hole?
So the hole's still here. So it is my intent to go ahead and install a new one.
Make it functionable?
Yeah, it's just the box right now to fill the hole. But what I want to do is basically make an extension cord. Just get a nice heavy-duty extension cord, run it into a 4-box, and then just plug that in, and it just becomes an extension cord. But it looks like the outlets I had. So, and I'll put one on the other wall too, because there was one that was on the other wall that would be behind Felicia.
Nice.
So I'll do both.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and. So yeah, that was first moving in, first week, and this was the last week before moving out. Collected some crap.
Those two Boston Market, or wait, is it
Yeah,
Boston Market?
Those are Boston Market. Yep, they're still here.
Those are our Proton Packs.
Yes,
Aren't
those are our Proton Pack project boxes.
I
They're
love
still
all
here,
that
and we'll
bright
get back
neon
on
green. I'm just gonna say.
it. Yeah. So, and it's pretty much the same. Now, I think if you look off to the right for all of us who care, which most of us don't. There's the rigid branded sander, the orange thing underneath the crown. I think that is the same height as the counters are now here. So the old counter was just like 4 inches or so taller, but whatever. Now, got back to that. I don't know which one to go for.
I don't know.
One of the reasons, so Jerry got excited about me showing that I had bought all this lumber. Well, Chop Graham had bought all this lumber, and we're getting ready to. In my mind, I was going to start working on the set, and it wasn't going to be nearly this far along. Thank you, Ted. So Jerry gets all excited. It's like, I'm going to come up and help. And he did. And he cleaned up a lot. But, come on out, Jerry. There's one other major thing that he's been working on behind the scenes with Shop Gremlin that the two of them sat down Saturday and really knocked their heads together and really got something new and going.
Yeah, so we sat together and we completely refurbished the OdinMakes.com website.
Yeah.
Now that site has been down since June,
I think. Yeah.
And it needed a refresh, kind of a rejuvenation of the Odin Makes, because we now have a new set going on here. It needed that website to kind of be a part of this. So you can go to odinmakes.com and it's a whole new navigation, a whole new information on there. You can download patterns. You can go find build videos instead of going to YouTube directly and trying to find what you're looking for.
Ooh, that's
and
convenient.
I will continue to put those up there. We'll have coming in the future, we're going to have a live stream section, and those will be broken out into the specific live streams, so you can go and watch them from start to current.
So we'll have Witcher and Wonder Woman and Ghostbusters. And
We'll do the Ghostbusters one first, because that's the one that's the most ongoing right now, to get you guys all in, kind of caught up to that.
Probably the biggest monster of them all.
Oh, it is.
We've definitely spent the most time on this project.
Oh, yeah.
There are 160 some odd live stream videos.
That's it.
So it's a lot to put on the website.
Oh, I believe it.
And
Also,
something else that we will be adding very soon is an Odin's Makers gallery. So if you have made a prop that you've used Odin's patterns in his build videos, then you can send Odin a picture of that, send your name, maybe a little bit blurb about that, and we will put you on the website as a featured.
And as a
picture.
creator who's put out patterns and stuff like that, that is the highest honor anyone can bestow.
Oh yeah.
You used my pattern and you made something, and then to see it out there, and then I don't know, I've seen it happen, and it's like a really awesome thing. So if you guys could want to participate and support Odin in creating all of this.
Yeah, this is huge. This is huge.
And I was getting excited about making videos again. There we go. That's the wording I need to go with. Getting the set, getting a comfortable space. It's like, oh hey,
Healing, new beginnings.
Healing,
right?
yes, needed that.
This is how Odin got his mojo back.
Right. It's been a long road. It's been a long road.
Is this your Mojo Dojo Casa?
Odin's Mojo Dojo. We're gonna brand that. That's awesome. Thank you, Felicia.
You are Knuff.
Thank you. Still need to see that.
It's a very good movie. I enjoyed it very much.
There's a red box not too far from here in front of a store. If I can just get the bolts off the ground, I can take the whole red box, and there's still Barbie in there, so I can see it, right?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Easy, right? I'll just take the whole red box, and that way I can get a copy of Barbie. Yeah.
That's one of the costumes I was this year.
There's a question here in the chat that may be relevant at this moment. So talking about the kind of rejuvenating website. Good. And Azon Dante says, "May I ask Odin, why did you stop uploading videos?"
Okay.
This is a good.
Absolutely. Because life hit me like a truck. I stopped uploading videos. There was a point in time when videos was my entire income, and things both in the world of the panorama and also with YouTube changing how they paid out to their creators pretty much made it so my income went from here to about here, and working 120 hours a week to put a video out and making $50 was really hard to do. So I burned out really hard, like very hard. Like near hospital hard. Probably should have gone to get help hard. And so crawling out of that. And part of crawling out of that, I got a divorce. Living in a new house, living with new people. Totally everything is new and different. And so the getting to this stage is the trying to get back on track to doing that, because I do enjoy it. I enjoy building, I enjoy making the videos, I love talking to you guys. And I've felt like a poser for the past couple of years because I haven't been putting videos out. So why did I stop? I needed to, because I was going to...
Because you're a human being with feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, life can get really hard to do.
Yeah.
So, we're here.
We're here. Now, even though I'm getting set up, I now have a full-time job, which is great. That means I'm able to pay my bills. I'm still basically treading water, but that's way better than where I was when I wasn't making anything on YouTube and living off my credit cards, which I'm still paying off. Point being, I don't ever expect to go back to a weekly video schedule. I can't maintain that. There is way too much work and effort going into doing that than what I had done before, especially on top of a full work week where I'm also doing video. So I'm still going to release on Wednesdays, but immediately I'm going to go to a model of, as soon as I get one done, I'll put it up. I want to have a video a month. Ideally, I want to go back to every other week, which is where I started while I had a full-time job. That would be fantastic. I'm going to need to get back to that. I don't think I can... I'm afraid to jump into it because how bad I felt a couple years ago.
And you also have to take into consideration most YouTube channels, most regular channels. This is like a whole crew of people to do even what we're doing here live.
Yes.
There's like a lot of jobs that are full-time positions to create a once weekly live show.
Currently, there are 6 people participating in making this live stream happen. There are, I think, 6, maybe 5. There's at least 2 moderators. Jerry's here, and then we're here, and that's to do the live stream.
Yeah.
Continue.
Well, I'm just pointing out that it takes a lot of people to do a job, and when you are everything, you get burnt out really darn quick.
Yeah.
When you're the writer, the cameraman, the lighting operator, the sound guy. Oh, you have to edit it.
Yeah.
That's where I get
stuck. You have
stuck.
to write it and edit.
And make it look pretty,
Yeah.
and still make the whole damn project. I mean, make the project.
Yeah.
You know?
So Felicia and I have similar but slightly different potholes in our road to creativity. She hates the editing part. I hate the writing part. I hate the part where I have to sit down and write out what I want to say. But I know I can't just grab a microphone and wing it, because that sucks.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good editing software, you also have to pay subscription services
Yeah,
for,
I do. Yeah, I'm paying for Adobe, which is fine. There are alternatives. I haven't looked into a lot of them.
But it's
Black-
a job. That is a full-time
Oh, it
position.
is.
Is just being an editor. So we have to appreciate all the people. Like, we had a crew of 20 at one point for
I think it was
Smosh.
25 at one point.
25,
It was-
yeah.
Ivan will remember talking to me. He was saying, "This is a YouTube channel. We got 25 people here on set to make this happen. How much money are they pulling in?" Because all these people are getting paid. There were no volunteers at Smosh.
Oh yeah, no, I was part of a lot of that. Like,
Yeah.
I was one of the people who had multiple hats, multiple jobs.
Yes.
Started as a PA, went through their mail, tried to help them with other things despite than just the normal PA duties, I guess you
Right.
could say. Like, but that was a whole crew of people. Despite me wearing multiple hats, it's still a whole crew of people to do what you're doing by yourself.
Yeah, I don't
So-
think people really understand what it takes to maintain a YouTube channel.
Well, that's
Right.
what we do a lot when we show all the steps on a project. We're not hiding
Right. I don't want to hide.
not hiding, but you know, like magic cooking show, and then you pull it out of the oven and it's done. We're showing the ugly of it. It takes time. It's a lot of repetitive. It's not cute.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of busy
It didn't work at all.
We fail. We make big messes. You
Yeah.
know, feel defeated at times, you know? So, like, there's a lot of invisible work we don't see.
Yeah.
And we just kind of expect, and then, you know, sometimes gotta lower our expectations and be grateful for what we got.
And that's another thing. There's personal expectations. As I'm building stuff, I go back and look at some of my first year props and I cringe. And you can't constantly do better. even if it's just incremental better, at 200 videos, that's a 200% increase, right? You can't keep doing that. You can't, I heard someone calling it chasing the dragon. You can't do that because you can't keep that up. So I need to, all right, I'm going to build a thing and I'm going to have fun building a thing. And there's a couple, speaking of first year, there's a couple of those items I would like to do again.
Yes, especially using technology like laser printers
Yes.
or laser cutters, because the difference between cutting out our proton packs by
Yes.
hand versus the neutrino,
Whatever.
both come out. Neutrino wand, that looks impressive, and we just used laser robots, and it was like
Laser death
amazing.
robots for the
and
win.
if we have access to laser robots, you know what I mean?
Good news, Liz. In fact, I've made sure that my laser robot is set up right over there. You can't quite see it from our camera angle, but yeah, it's literally right there. I've got my X-Tool P2 laser. Thank you, X-Tool. I still owe you a video.
I still want to use lasers for cutting out fabric.
It'll work.
I know it can. Like, we've cut out the foam, we cut out things. I just haven't. I've been scared. I've just let it, like, I don't know that, keep me from solving that problem because I still use my scissors. But I like that we have the technology.
I still owe Adam Stack a video.
Uh-huh.
Adam Stack sent me their, I think it's an A70, I think. Can't quite remember exactly which model number it is, but it is a laser cutter that can cut up to 800 millimeters by 800 millimeters.
That is.
Yeah. So that is a pattern piece. So, yes. Would you like, do you have fabric that is particularly nasty to cut out that you'd want to just laser death?
Oh, I have tons of fabric. I am not even afraid of. I have so much stash fabric that I have to stash bust. But it's a good problem to have.
Right. Now I have heard that like you don't want to use a lot of the metallic chromium style leather.
Just use the back, right?
No, the pleathering process creates not just a bad toxic gas for us to breathe, but it's bad for the optics of the laser.
Oh, okay.
So
no shiny silver latex
yeah, you
material.
pretty much want veg tan, and then you deal with it after you cut it.
Okay.
That's I've been told that by a couple of different leather people.
I don't have a ton of that, so we should be fine.
Okay, your couch is probably fine, but
yeah, it's just a natural.
just a thing, yeah.
That's good to know, but you don't know until you run into those problems, and you're like, oh wow.
Right. Oh, I gotta buy a new laser emitter. Well, nuts.
That ain't gonna happen.
But yeah, super excited about that huge thing. So.
Yay,
and
lasers!
It's not a lightweight laser. It's
But now we get excited about projects that we get to cut out with lasers.
Yes.
What are you gonna cut out with that laser?
Stuff.
Everything.
Everything. I had
my ham sandwich. No.
I hadn't fully. I had a thought. I think droids. I think we were talking about cutting out astromech parts. Was the only thing we really talked about doing. And since then, astromech. Want to make a foam astromech because I think it'll be fun. William Shakespeare's done it. So if you want to go see one immediately, he made one from scratch out of floor mat foam. But want to make a laser cut, accurate, what the foam, so he's got a little bit of weight, but he's squishy so he can survive falling over. Because we got to fix Steve's R2 again. And love you, Steve. But want to make a foam droid. So that's got a big dome on the top. Right? Mm-hmm. That's going to be a nightmare in foam.
Heat and a smoosh.
One of the guys I know from the Department of Water Resources is actually streaming live right now. And he has a Voron brand 3D printer, which is a kit printer. You kind of put it together yourself. It has a 600 millimeter by 600 millimeter print bed, which is bigger than you need for an astromech head.
What would you print it out of?
We could use TPU, but ABS will be fine.
I know that I have a bias only seeing a lot of the 3D printed props in prop repair.
Right.
So I recognize that the props that don't make it to me probably survive.
But
right. The materials that I see printed are very fragile and brittle.
They're very fragile. Things I didn't understand in the beginning.
They shatter.
A lot of stuff is printed for speed, so it's got a single wall with a very light infill, and that stuff just breaks.
But don't we have like squishy stuff and different textures and other materials? Like
the
I like
squishy
resins.
stuff is called TPU.
Okay.
Don't know exactly how to finish that to make it smooth like an R2 head, but if we print it out of ABS, which is the same plastic that like the black water pipes, the drain pipes are made out of, and all the plastic in the dashboard of your car is ABS. We use that. We can
take a
vapor
car
bath
crash.
it. It can take a car. It can survive being in your car.
Okay.
And we
Oh,
can
yeah, that's a
put
big
it-
deal.
Yeah, we can put it in a vapor bath of acetone, which will smooth out all those print lines. And that's kind of what we did. We ended up having to sand still a little bit anyway, but it is a huge step towards getting it to be crazy shiny. And that would be probably what we'd want to do for an astromech head.
Or an aluminum salad bowl.
If we can just get one of the... There are guys that turn astromech heads, and because it's 2 bowls that get nested. So
I love giving him random ways to solve his problems. I have no skin in the game.
No, it's not a problem. I've looked at salad bowls. Salad bowls have one constant problem for
They're
an
not
R2
right
head.
size and shape.
Well, we could conceivably change the
Bang it.
scale. No, it has a flat spot, so the bowl doesn't fall over. R2 doesn't have a flat spot.
I know.
Yeah, so it's like, all right.
I was gonna say, I think I've seen them where they don't have the flat spot, but they're mostly
Some
decorative.
don't, but the
They
R2
have
They
units.
go be
that
cheap.
they're set into.
Yeah.
Yeah, R5 units have a
No, I know.
a
I'm just
cone
like,
head.
we could go. So, like, foam,
Yeah.
metal, plastic. I was like, there's
So-
a million ways to go.
Oh, there is.
And I love throwing them out all around, especially when there's no skin in the game. I
Right.
often call him up on the phone. All right, here's my random problem.
Okay, what's going on? Those are great calls.
Yeah, and then we have like, okay, so I have to make giant red flags, and it has to go around.
Oh,
the
I know some of those
exterior
guys.
Of PVC pipe, not the interior.
Oh yeah, those red flags. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Random problems, but fun problems.
Hello, Odin. This is gonna sound really weird, but this upcoming Friday, I need to blow up a bank.
Oh yeah, that phone call happened.
Yep.
That was really fun.
That's good.
I really learned a lot about demolition on film
Okay.
because you can't see a pressure wave,
Correct.
which is what an explosion is.
Correct.
So you have to make confetti.
Yep.
And I love making explosion confetti. It's amazing. We need papers in different colors that will explode off the tables. You know, I need desks that will look pretty when they're thrown towards.
Yeah.
I need to have mouse pads to make the. Anyways.
Yeah, we're in a modern office, but the desk is gonna flip, so I gotta put papers all over it. Yeah.
So, like, I love coming up to you, and I have a weird problem. Yes.
Similar. It's still basically a pressure wave, but it wasn't an explosion. There was a point in time I was helping Joe Gillis make a video. It was kind of a parody of Alien. And so the airlock door opens up to blow the alien out into space, like they do in the movies. Only, how do you show the ships depressurizing? Right? We have an alien, he's getting sucked out, but how do you visualize, how do you show the camera the air is blowing out? So we literally had the script, and I grabbed a leaf blower, we just started blowing the script out the door behind the alien. 2
Papers,
weeks later,
gas. Like, I
Yeah.
was thinking a smoke
Yeah.
pen.
yeah,
different-
CO2 gas, something would have worked, we didn't have that.
No, I know, yeah.
2 weeks later, I'm watching Stargate SG-1, and they're on the Mjolnir, Thor's ship, right? So here's an alien ship, you have the Stargate crew is on it, and it starts depressurizing, and the script is blowing out the door on Stargate. It's like, where did the paper come from?
You see the tools of the craft, and you're like, I
Yeah.
get ya.
Yep.
It's like when I see the Balenciaga tape
Yeah.
bracelet, I'm like, yeah, that's fashionable. Because every high-end fashion, at the end of the day, gaff tape around your
Yeah, tape
wrist.
around your wrist, yep.
Things happen. You get to the point where you're on gaff tape and prayers.
Yeah.
And now it's high fashion. Just saying. Fun problems. We're back to those.
We're back to
Feeling
those.
creative again-ish. Trying to.
So, yeah. Still in the process of unpacking. Still in the process of putting stuff away. Just got the set going, which gives me a place to put stuff to unpack so I can find tools. Which means we're going to be able to get back to going on to the Proton Pack again and getting that wrapped up. And I have a project in mind to do that'll be like the first simple project here, just to do.
Yeah.
And it's more generic. It goes back to something I've done for old Halloween costumes. It isn't from anything other than sort of history fantasy.
So for the live stream?
No, to make a produced video.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thank
like,
you.
not being dismissive in any
Oh,
way. I
thank
just
you.
know that you haven't been that inspired to even want to work on a video lately.
Correct.
Yeah.
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 Like, I've got 5 videos stuck in Never Edit Land. Yeah.
I love Never Edit Land. I have some beautiful things there. I'm just saying.
I'm sure you do.
Right?
I don't doubt that.
Right. Oh, by the way, just off side note, I now have a Ghostbusters suit. I'm going to use the one over at Broadway Costumes. It's perfectly way too big for me, so I could be Phoebe.
Oh.
And it has the Velcro.
So you just go borrow theirs,
Yeah.
or you actually... Okay.
So when we have to do the Ghostbusters stuff...
You'll just go get theirs.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I don't have to worry about that in my head anymore, because I've been designing them going... I've actually pattern drafted out jumpsuit.
Gotcha.
I was thinking about it, but I was very relieved that I have that problem solved.
So there's a point in time years ago when we were working with Cause Ears and Cause Tail, and we started putting together a barf costume for me. Found that in the move, which is still not that hard to find.
That for Halloween
I
this
bet
year.
you did. So I could still do barf, which at one point is like, do I want to do that?
For that.
Yeah, you did.
For your shoes, I figured we could have your.
Yeah, so I probably should get back to doing that. Even though Ron does. Ron, good friend Ron, he does barf all the time at SAC Anime. It might be fun to do barf as well. So the point in time where I was like, oh, I don't know that. Ron's doing it. It's like, well, who cares? I'll just do it too. But
I would do Princess Vespa.
Vespa. Yep.
Vespa. That's funny.
In addition to the jumpsuit that we bought for that we could also use for Ghostbusters, I found my old one that I bought with Steve back in '99 or '98 that I also use as a crawl suit for installing cables.
So it's pre-weathered.
It's pre-weathered. It's got red wine spilled down one of the legs. It's weathered.
Well, that was my original idea. Is I was going to steal one from my dad because my dad's a mechanic.
Right.
But my dad's learned his lesson a long time ago. He doesn't get tan ones. He has all of his are navy blue and black because he's a mechanic.
Yep.
So anyways, I found one.
That's good. Also, I'm not sure how much the style changed. I think we still got a pretty similar. Yeah.
Close enough. People will get it.
Right.
It has the right flavor.
Yeah, that's it.
One thing with costumes, especially working at a costume shop, you're not going to get perfect. You have to get the right flavor. If people go, hey, I know what you are, you won. Mm-hmm. You win. It was amazing. Did you have fun? That's the most important part.
Yes, it is.
So, in the end of the day, does it have the right flavor? Does it have the right little pieces that make you go, oh, I know what that is?
There we are. Did have a slight argument with James about that once, though.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. I know better. But also, the thing is, if you give that much of a crap, you're going to figure it out anyways.
Well, doing a shoot with Joe needed a stormtrooper. I'll go to decades. He puts together this thing that's like, that could be a rebel trooper. You've got the white belt.
He just had packaged costumes.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It was nothing against it, but he was trying to sell me on that idea. You just see the flavor. It's like, no, I'm making a video. It needs to be a stormtrooper, or it needs to not be a stormtrooper.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, he's like, yeah, this is what I got.
Right. Basically, exactly what he said. So it was just fine.
He had some good helmets, though. He had that red guy's helmet.
Yeah, he did.
That one was cool.
Yeah, that was cool. The Royal Guard.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a lot of... Just keeping the stock, I definitely appreciated how many costumes James had. He had good stuff.
Yes.
I definitely worked out of his stuff, and I had a lot of fun going through the new inventory. Because I was just going through it, people were like needing help, and I'm like, I don't know what's here. We're going to find out together. Oh, here, you should try this on. I like this one. This is what works with what you said.
Figured you'd have a lot of fun with that.
Oh yeah, it's up my alley.
Yeah.
Like I can do that in my sleep. I feel like that should be a TV show. You know, like Say Yes to the Dress, except for in the costume shop. I will dress you up. Come for your crazy event. I'm going to a murder mystery party, 1920s themed. 2 of those happened this weekend. Yeah.
So why don't you do that as a produced video?
Maybe eventually, but I have to edit.
That helps.
Yes.
And I'm sure Broadway would not be upset to have it done there.
Right.
You know?
It could happen. It could happen.
Yeah.
But I think that would be a fun idea. I was throwing around.
Hey, Bean.
Yeah. But it'd be way more fun. Say yes to the dress.
Yeah.
So you just have white dresses. I have killer clowns, devils, pirates, all sorts of fun things.
Anything?
Oh, I've been ignoring the chat. Should
Yeah.
I say hi to him?
I'm seeing the chat go by. Don't know. Bean
Good
came back out. You probably hear him.
I do. I'm in the warm spot, and I think he's angry because the platform's so tiny.
Probably.
And I have this giant boot on my foot, so I can't feel him.
Oh, right, that boot.
Yeah, broke my foot.
How are you doing with that?
I'm on the downward heel. Like I'm almost out of this thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's on the healing
So it's not like a downward spiral where it's like, this is getting worse.
No, that's my
They're
life.
going to amputate my foot. No, okay. They're going to amputate your life?
No, the downward spiral.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, this is just one of the things on the interesting road, you know.
Right.
I was walking, you know, barefoot in my house, not even rushing. And I kicked the coffee table without even noticing it, and then I snapped my bone inside my foot. Like, it's not even just like my pinky toe, it's the bone inside of my foot.
Oh, the metatarsals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it like completely snapped and severed, and it was so tiny they couldn't even like surgery. So it's like one of those things that I have to be on the safe side because it can re-injure really easily.
Oh, wow.
So fun problems, right?
Right. Well, I also figured you were probably on a mental downward spiral coming off the high of working at the costume shop for...
Oh no, that's just a good distraction. I did enjoy working
okay.
at the costume shop. You know, fun problems.
Yeah. Well, I figured that was fun, but then it stopped because Halloween happened.
Oh yeah, no, like it's just been like constant since forever because I broke my foot and then I had COVID and then I had to deal with some other stuff
wow,
and then so
okay.
it's just been like constant. But there was that nice fun time at the costume shop.
Good.
Didn't get anybody sick. I was already better by then. So just,
That's good. Kind of popped up in the head. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fine. But I made sure that this went with every single one of my costumes that I wore. And yes, I did wear a different costume every day.
Of course you did.
Yeah. I posted them on my Instagram.
Oh, that's good.
Just one post. I was like...
Oh, just one post, you put them all together in one
Yeah.
post? I say, I don't remember seeing if it was
No, I
daily,
just did
but-
one post. There's 10 costumes, but they're not like super... I don't know what's normal. Like...
None of us know what's normal. It's okay.
But I wore a costume when I felt like I could completely just be comfortable if I needed to, and work 12-hour days at a costume shop in.
That's probably
So
smart.
they weren't the most like packaged looking costumes, and they may have been on the little bit of the subtler side or not. But yeah, it was just purely what was comfortable in the morning when I woke up and it was cold.
There you go.
Yeah.
I did dress up for Halloween at work. I just wore ash.
Oh,
right?
nice.
So, so basically, I made a new belt because I pretty much gave the last one I made to Pat. So yeah,
He would
Ash
appreciate that.
Yeah, he did. You got your chainsaw, your Ash. You put the chainsaw down, you take your hand out. I can go to work, and it was great.
No, I'm all for that. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people come in, I have to go to work and I want to be comfortable. I have to be here, but I also want to win the costume contest, or I want to do
Right.
this. Or I love those problems. I helped a lot of people with those. One of the first things I asked, okay, where are you going?
Yeah,
Is it an inside party or an outside party?
right.
Because that's going to depend on how warm or cold you're going to be, and depending on the different layers if we're going to go for a cape or not. You know, just saying. Are there adults or is there going to be children too?
Yeah,
Very important questions, I'm just saying.
yeah.
But then I also when I get ready for an event, I kind of in the back of my head imagine getting ready for going out on a hike for 24 hours. I need
Okay.
to be comfortable. I need to be able to walk all the way from A to B, you know, like, are my shoes going to be comfortable? Is my clothes going to be too hot? Do I have my layers? Bug spray?
Yes.
You know,
All those things.
All these things, you know, my works are very crazy. I'm just saying. You know, but, you know, getting people ready for the things, you have to take all of that into consideration because just life in costumes is not that comfortable. Oh, and if you're going to wear a packaged costume, take the time to steam it. It makes it look a million times better.
Yes, steam the packaged folds out of it.
And Superman, like superhero chest armor, you know, those 6-packs and stuff, and they fold them inside of the packaging and you get those fold lines in them. They completely come out with a steamer.
Okay.
So you could take your iron behind it and just do the steam at it, and it'll like make it all go back to like the perfect 6-pack and stuff. Working at a costume shop, we wash those things all the time, through the dryer, steam. Just come right back to life. So packaged costumes, take that time to steam it because I loved all the outfits that I was seeing, but I'm like, just steam it. It'll
And
look better.
also for those few of you who get a chance to go to a videotaping where you're going to stand up and talk to a teleprompter and be all dressed nice, don't have the brand new shirt lines. I don't know how many of those I've either worked with or seen working with Department of Water Resources, where it's like,
That's
did
my
you
job.
just unwrap the shirt?
Well, that's the thing is you have to, like, when I would go and get brand new clothes for, if I do my job right, you don't even know that I do my job. Like, I do, like, set up a set for a doctor and make them look all professional, steam their clothes. You don't even notice anything that I do. I steam their clothes. What makes them look a million times better? They steam their clothes.
Yep.
Those, like, fresh lines aren't there. They're steamed.
Yep. Steamed away.
It looks amazing.
does doing that to the photography backdrop.
Mm-hmm.
Steam the
Yes.
fold lines out of it to get
And if you don't have time to steam, I've used those the sprayers that you spray bug spray or other.
Okay.
You know those things at Home Depot.
Yeah,
That we used.
Bug and Garden is what I've heard them
Yeah.
called, B&G machines. I don't know.
I just use those to get it sprayed and let the backdrop hang out if I don't have time to sit and steam.
Sure, that makes sense because
Yeah.
you're going to add weight with the moisture, and then as it dries, it's going to. Okay.
And then if you add a little bit of fabric softener, it's the same thing as Donny wrinkle releaser. And you
Okay.
just and they're gone.
Interesting.
Somebody's had to deal with all those wrinkles.
Thank you.
So I did a Facebook commercial. Oh.
No, just to go on top of that.
No,
Louis
please.
Causey asked, does Steamer work on inflatable costumes?
Yes.
Yeah, should.
So if it do a test part on heat. A lot of inflatable costumes are polyester, vinyl,
Ripstop nylon, yeah.
ripstop.
Nylon, yeah.
Nylon can melt under high heat, but that's like don't use an iron. But a steamer, you're
be
way
okay.
okay. You're not gonna burn it with a steamer.
One of the things that somebody had told me, and they were right, because I bought the Ripstop nylon colors for making the inflatable Among Us costumes, and a couple of the colors wouldn't inflate.
Oh yeah,
Run them through the dryer. It fuses the fibers together, and then they're inflated.
it melts.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
melts slightly to going through the dryer, which sounds scary, but it's not going to turn it into
Wad.
a wad.
But that's how you find out if what kind of fabrics it are. I cannot speak.
Yeah,
Sorry.
one of those.
Blech.
Take two. Hello, welcome to the Odin Makes live stream. Today, Felicia's going to get her line right.
No, I'm not. But I am going to burn some fabric. No, but that's how you find out what type of fabric. If it's
Okay.
a natural fiber or a synthetic. If you burn the fiber and it turns into a wad of plastic gunk, that's a nylon, polyester, something like that. If it burns and smolders out, it's something more natural, like a cotton or a wool.
Oh, okay.
So, wools are
That makes
naturally
sense.
fire resistant
Remember you telling me that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because that's what
Naturally fire resistant, and
they'll keep you warm when it's wet.
keep you warm when it's wet. And then I remember asking reenactors, because so many of the uniforms for everybody was wool in World War II, how did you clean them? You just hung them out and let the air blow through.
Lanolin?
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 Lionel! What are we gonna
Lanolin. You can use lanolin. But
Snarf, snarf,
what's really
snarf,
amazing
snarf.
about wool is that it's naturally antimicrobial. So putting
Right.
it out in the sunshine, it does get rid of the funky
It does get rid of the funky funk.
So
okay.
historical clothing, you had the wool as your outer layer because you can put it in the sunshine and let it disinfect. And you had your linens directly on your skin, sweating and socks and shoes kind of a thing, And so it's easier to clean out your linens. People think, oh no, I can't do white because white is so fragile. No, you do white because you can bleach it. You can
Right.
stick it out in the sunshine and let that sunshine just really destroy those natural stains. Like it'll get blood out, and sunshine does amazing for naturally bleaching things.
Okay.
So
Remember,
white-
kids, if you need to clean up your blood, never mind.
if you get blood on your fabric, if it's your blood, your own spit will get it out because your enzymes will break it up.
Oh,
If you
okay.
poke your finger while you're sewing,
Okay.
you just spit on it and it'll go away.
All right.
Worked at a wedding dress shop. You couldn't have blood on the wedding dresses.
No.
Just saying, but I did spit on it one or two. No, but random facts about wool.
Okay.
Yeah, is that it's naturally antibacterial.
Very cool.
I like natural fibers. I like synthetics. I like all sorts of crazy things.
Jerry, feel free to, if anything comes up that looks interesting or needs our attention.
I keep
Oh
ignoring.
yeah. Well,
Just-
why don't
we're
you-
just rambling and having a great
Yeah.
time.
Well, Felicia's got it right there. You can just
Yep,
go
I
through
can
and
see.
see who wants to say hi or who wants to say.
No, it's fine. I just wanted to give
Ask
you permission.
questions.
You're welcome to.
Oh, well, appreciate that. That the voice of God will speak when the voice of God wants to speak.
There you go. Yes. I won't. I promise not to prod God anymore.
Who's God?
Come on, God, do something.
In my head, I see Muppet.
Muppet.
Muppet God.
Muppet God.
You have
Who's
5
your God?
fingers.
Hey ho,
That's right.
I'm Muppet the God.
Thank you for your second.
Hi ho.
Okay, let me go way back to where I stopped reading them last time. Oh, we disconnected briefly and then reconnected. So I'm just gonna start from there. Daniel Knight has 5 days until Grand Rapids Comic Con. Is your costume ready?
Oh, cool.
Time to start thinking about it. I
Con
love-
Crunch is real.
No, I know. Like people come to the costume shop. I have a con tomorrow, which I dress up as.
Yeah.
My very first con, I have no idea. That guy, I ended up sending him in a nurse's outfit, one of those retro white ones.
Right.
And he ended up being the Joker.
Oh.
When he blew up
yeah.
the thing. And so he had the wig, he had the makeup, he had the old dress, and wore his shoes that he was wearing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last minute,
That's
the
great
day
idea.
before the con, got him the best freaking outfit, and he came back just beaming. He's like, oh my gosh, I had so much fun. I'm like, yes, costumes are fun.
Yeah.
So, I love a good costume challenge. I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Strictly Games is here saying, hey guys, we got Daniel Knight going, we're live. Where I live?
Where I live?
Where I
Hello,
live.
Strict. Strict is a good friend who I met through the Among Us games, and actually came over to Discord from where Joe and I used to play Among Us all the time in the past. Yeah, he's got his own YouTube channel. We're trying hard to get him to his hours goal, and he's getting close. So please go jump over to Strictly Games here on YouTube and watch a couple of his videos, please, and help the guy out. Support him. Yes. Hit
small
subscribe.
creators.
This guy is that close. So, yeah.
Support small creators so
Yeah,
they
support.
can keep creating.
Yeah.
Yes.
He does a lot of game type play videos stuff things. Did a video with him where we both ran around one of my never edit videos. We built a labyrinth on my Minecraft server, and we ran around and tried to figure it out because I never bothered to learn what the maze was. Plus, once you're in it, good luck. And so that was a lot of fun. Anyway.
Yeah. Going flashbacks of the last time I went to a corn maze. I like to go as it starts to get dark.
Yes, that would be good.
Yes, but I've never once been lost. I have friends who are very good at directions. And I don't
Are you so funny? Is it me?
No.
Okay.
No, I just make friends with good people. I'm just saying.
Okay, that's good.
Every time I've gone to a corn maze, if you let me lead, we can easily get lost and then not know where we're at and then try and figure it out. But no, I'm with people who have natural senses of direction, and then I just follow them blindly, and then eventually we're out.
So this one time at Burning Man,
Go to one with me, and I can guarantee you we'll end up in Area 51 or something, because my sense of direction sucks.
And we're
That could be
by some
fun.
really giant corn mazes, some really
Yeah.
good ones in the area. I've tried them all, yet never been lost.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, fun problems though. Oh no.
Oh,
I tried
no.
to get lost in a corn maze, and I have great friends. It's also I have good friends that can solve a mystery room like that too.
Gotcha.
The ladies get together and then it's done. They
okay.
didn't even stand a chance.
Right. But there was one year at Burning Man, they had built a maze, like a plywood maze, to be able to go through. And I remember going through that with my friend Ryan. And Ryan's like, all right, we're good, because he's he wants to take charge, we're going to do the things. Okay, so I'm following Ryan, and we end up back where we started. And then we wandered somewhere else, and we're in a loop. It's like, do you want to get out of here, Ryan? Yeah, okay. And I just walked us right out of the maze.
See, I make good friends with people who have good senses of directions.
Yeah.
I haven't had to develop my own, apparently. Not yet. I have not been lost in the maze yet. It's okay. Eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah.
That button's around here somewhere. Thank you, Dad.
Oh yeah, that still exists.
Oh, heck yeah, that still exists. It's just packed and safe.
Okay, let's see. More comments.
Sure.
Ralph Mork says, at Marvel Guy, I treat my YouTube channel as my hobby, but sometimes months go before I have another video done. Just keep going one day and you'll get to the point. For some, it goes faster than others.
Absolutely.
Yep. I have my own YouTube channel if you want to support me. No, it's not monetized, but you can go check it out on Behind the Scenes Fashions on YouTube.
Yep, I think there's a link in the description to this live stream. Yeah, I
I
tried
have not gone live all month. It's been a very difficult month, but I plan on going live this Tuesday.
Nice.
Yeah, I have my project I'm working on is just about done. Honestly, if it was yesterday, we needed to do the shoot. If it's tomorrow and I need to do the shoot, I could be done in an hour. It's at that point.
Right.
Everything's prepped and ready, but it has to be shipped, so I can't put it all together
Oh.
before it goes shipped. But we have a model, we have a location is going down to Southern California to go get shot by
Oh,
Raul.
wow. Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's happening, so it's almost done. And part of me is good riddance, I'm over this project. I want to move on to the next problem, but I enjoyed it. It's a good problem.
Nice.
So I'm this close to being finished with it. I think it's probably the longest project I've done on my live stream.
Oh, okay.
Because I get distracted, don't work on it for a bit, and then get back to
I
it,
have no idea what you're talking
What?
about.
Right?
Squirrel.
So I'm kind of really glad that that one's almost done and that it looks as cool as it does. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There was a point when I was checking on my phone because Shopperman was trying to remind me. The Odin Makes website is live. For all of you joining us now and haven't heard this before.
Oh, you mean like this right here?
Yeah, like this right here.
There's a note that says you should mention this.
Yeah.
Camera 4.
Yeah, 4 should be okay, although I might need to...
So there's like this note that you don't forget.
Yeah, I can't quite reach it.
It's okay. They can survive. Do it, Odin. Do it. You got it.
Great shot of my gut. Hey, that was almost perfect.
Almost.
OdinMakes.com is live, and it's optimized for desktop at the moment. So it is live. You can use it, and you probably can see it on your mobile device in desktop mode.
You enjoy seeing Odin's stuff, check out his website to support this kind of things happening.
Absolutely. And the website is... this is something that Jerry Rig Props and Shock Grumman have been working on diligently for a while now. To get this site revamped, to get it going again. And it currently has links to a lot of the videos, but most importantly, it has links to a lot of the patterns, which I've seen some comments about, hey, where did your patterns go?
It's really nice to have one place to go and find all of his patterns.
Yeah. I was using shortened URLs, and then all of a sudden YouTube decided they didn't like those, so all the URLs got broken.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I used yours.
Yeah.
For my pattern.
Okay.
By the way, you could put that pattern on your website if you want to, the poncho.
Oh, okay.
Because I know you have it.
All right. Thank you. And so they've been putting this together, and we moved to a new server where basically it's set up as a shop format, shopping cart. You go, I want this pattern. How much is it? 0. And then it'll digitally deliver it to you immediately. The old website, it actually required us to package it and send you an email. So, better. much appreciated. This is working better.
For sure.
Automated for sure for the win. And we're currently putting together a Odin's Makes. Basically, at the end of a lot of my videos, like, hey, if you use any of my projects, please send me a picture. I haven't said that in a long time.
But the programming, it kicks in.
It does. Gonna finally have a good place for that, not just sharing them on social media where they kind of flash and fade, but I actually have a home on the website where you'll be able to go and see it, and people can go and see it. And we're putting together some of the first ones currently, actually. So looking forward to all that. Looking forward to having a home for Odin Makes to be somewhere and something. So it just went live last night. The website isn't even 24 hours old yet.
Congratulations. Have fun.
Thank you.
Go.
Thank you.
Wait.
You're welcome.
Go
Go team.
team.
Do somebody darn.
Just about an
We gotta celebrate our wins, okay?
Yes,
Like,
that's
it's
true.
so many things going wrong. We gotta celebrate our wins. Especially since you're making videos again.
Yes!
You have passion again.
I have some passion again.
Makes a big difference.
Oh, it does. Oh, it does.
It does.
Something else that came up for Halloween. That was a
yeah.
lot of fun.
We didn't get to do our Halloween live stream. Oh well.
We
Next year.
didn't. Well, you were
I was
working.
busy.
Yeah.
I was busy.
We had talked about it, so instead we did the pledge drive with Joe Gillis.
Yes.
Yeah, which
so.
was
Yay! Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe. Which is still happening. So Joe's Kickstarter, I believe there's a link in the description. It's all about Post-apocalyptic Joe. It's a story that he had created and was working on. Apparently, I haven't read the book yet, but I appear in one of the books as Odin. I help Post-apocalyptic Joe figure out how things are working.
So you're a fictional character that people could dress up as.
Yes.
Oh, you have the series?
I have some of the series. That's like way close, but
Ah!
yes. Post-apocalyptic Joe in a cinematic wasteland.
Did you get any of the comics from like Smosh and stuff like that too?
The comments or comics?
Comics.
Oh no, I never did.
Oh, okay, because I have a collection of random, like look at all
Right.
So you
But
have,
it's comedy sci-fi.
I love these
kind of.
details. Remember putting these on the boxes of the Barbies to make it look more realistic?
Yes.
And
I
folding
remember
over
peeling these off of used VHS tapes.
We even folded one of the corners so it looked just messed up enough.
Right.
Yeah, I appreciate his attention
Yeah.
to details.
And
Look
then-
at it's scruffed on this side. Like
Yeah.
somebody tried to. Anyways.
So he's doing a Kickstarter because he's putting out a collection of all 6 of the books into one volume, and one of the things you get is a radioactive videotape. It's one of the tiers that you can get. And what it is, it's a VHS tape. I don't have one painted here right now. That's been painted and turned into basically a nightlight. So it's a yellow cassette with LEDs inside. The whole thing glows, and it's got like Fallout style dirtiness to it. And I'm going to be making each and every one of these for his finished Kickstarter campaign. And so if you want to get a authentically, created by me right here,
Odin Makes prop.
Odin Makes project, then go check out Post-apocalyptic Joe over on Kickstarter. I believe links in the description. Joe's already, the last time I checked, is 300% funded. So this is happening. If you get one, you are going to get one. I'm going to be signing them. We're going to be numbering them. Joe is going to send them out randomly, so there is no, I was third in line, so I got the third one. It's just going to be whichever one happens to go in the mail. But, yeah, that's just a classic.
SpongeBob. Oh, I mean.
Yeah, it is. Exactly SpongeBob. And what's cool, though, and you might remember this.
You have to push it to.
It's leader only. There's no tape.
Oh, nice.
It's a 0-minute tape.
Yeah. Did you order these offline?
He got them, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, he ordered them offline. And then, because they're not black and they're yellow.
Technology.
They're translucent. They glow. Now it's like I should, yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Ooh, shiny object.
Oh. So that's another project that's going to be coming up here very soon, where I'm going to need to sit down and start making a series of these. Don't know how many it's going to be. That depends on how many are ordered. But the plan is to make the number that are ordered, and that's really about it. There might be a few extra for Joe, but it's going to be limited to.
But you're going to set up a little workshop and just.
Yeah, and just start working through them. And he's already ordered some of the first round of the electronics to put inside of it. There'll be a rechargeable battery inside, USB-C, like your phone, so you can charge the tape to glow. It's based off of. He was inspired by Netflix had made a tape that isn't a VHS tape at all, because you look at even the wrong size, but it is specifically a nightlight. I don't know if this
There's
has
a thing right there to plug it in, and there's a battery pack here. Do these even twirl?
Nope, they don't twirl.
And this doesn't push. I like it though, because it's just wrong enough to be the uncanny valley.
Yeah.
Like, what alternate universe did I wake up and we have the evil Odin?
Well, we're talking about that.
Why is this universe right here?
I did wake up in a dystopian nightmare, didn't I?
Too.
Yes.
So anyway, yeah. But that was the inspiration. This glows red because it's Stranger Things. And so Joe bought some of these, thought they were great, and was hoping that the windows would glow green. So we put it all together. The whole tape glowed because it's not black.
Oh.
You know.
I was going to say you could use milk carton.
Yeah.
If you wanted to diffuse it.
We literally have diffuser. He just brought over.
Oh, you
film
just have
diffuser.
the right tool for the job. Like I said, it makes it significantly easier, but it ain't going to stop me.
So I have a Ryobi bin back here with this project in it, so I can work on it. And then we got the set.
I've converted you to my bin system.
DJ Stumpy, very, very last comment.
Oh, okay.
Just came.
DJ Stumpy says, hi, just tuning in briefly. How much have I missed?
A lot.
Absolutely nothing. We have made no progress on projects.
No, well, I tried not to even put that as I didn't use the Ghostbusters thumbnail. I didn't use the Proton Pack in the title. We're catching up with Felicia.
We are unproductive today.
But we were productive yesterday, DJ Stumpy.
He was, I wasn't.
We got the set mostly built. There's a couple more things I want to do that I didn't talk about earlier. What I did talk about earlier, I want to mud the set, which means I want to take the same type of material you put over the drywall in your house to give it that kind of a texture and smooth it out, because that's what I had last time and I liked it, and that way I can paint it that same double-click gray is what it was called.
It is that would be the name of that gray.
Yeah, it is totally. It's computer tower gray.
That's the same gray from that gray room that I had to turn black, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
it's
nightmare.
It's the gray that a different Ryan, the one I just talked about.
AFI's
it's the
music
gray.
video.
Yeah. So Ryan from Smosh, that was the gray that he agreed
Which Ryan?
There's
multiple Ryans.
Oh, there was, huh? Director Ryan.
Okay, Ryan Todd.
Todd, thank you. Also, I can't remember his last name.
Yeah, I was like, there's a lot of Ryans.
Which is funny. That's Ryan Todd, double first name. And who did I go to Burning Man with and get lost in the maze with? Ryan Thomas, double first name. But anyway, it was the color that he approved for us to use as a non-white. Because he was like, why are the walls white? Have you ever been in a house? Yeah, they're all white because I live in rentals.
Right?
Every freaking house I've been in has been white, Ryan. Why are you mad at me?
Well, also the walls at the Smosh House were flesh tone because that was very popular when they got renovated.
Yes.
And he was always annoyed that everything was skin toned on.
Yeah.
And it just was like it was pre-millennial gray being a cool thing. You know?
Yes. Yes.
So it was on trend when we got it. I remember that very old gray. But I remember that issue of constantly, can we not blend into the wall? But we couldn't put artwork on the walls because it was, at one point, was all IKEA artwork.
Yep.
So we had to make our own artwork. So, like,
Yep.
you see one of my paintings on the back walls. You know, like.
One of the issues with a monetized channel, and this goes back to TV and everything else, anything you put on screen is automatically assumed to be endorsed by that thing.
Duct tape coffees, we started it for a reason.
Yeah. So Smosh, we couldn't use any copyrighted artwork. We couldn't put a movie poster up. Couldn't put IKEA
Chips.
prints up. Couldn't do chips because those are all copyrighted things. And a lot of the writers didn't understand that. Yeah.
Yep,
But-
we had to Greek everything.
Yeah.
I was really good at that. That's why
Yeah.
the joke of the duct tape coffee is just, remember Greeking everything?
Yep.
That was half our job, right? Oh, I thought that was a Ryobi one. Nope.
Well,
Yeti.
this one's my Yeti one, but I do have a Ryobi one. It's just packed.
Somewhere. I don't know where anything is in this place.
But
I used to.
on the set behind me, there's a seam right around here, I think. I'm going to end up putting a shelf, like, probably just below it, right around there. Because I had a shelf in the old one that had props on. I want to do that again, because I liked having some of the props up high. So,
But low enough that they can be in the shot, because a lot
Yeah.
of the times they were just cropped out.
yeah, they're often cropped out, but
Yeah.
they'll happen again. And the shelf I'm going to put up, I've actually got over in the corner. It's another piece of furniture my dad had built, so I'll use that for my shelves. But anyway, so yeah, that was some of the progress there. The other fun thing that happened for Halloween was at work, Shop Gremlin had basically their supervisor come up and go, we were trying to 3D print a mask for our son to go out on Halloween, and the machine failed. Can you help? This is like October 29th, right? So we've got the 30th, and then it's the Halloween.
Oh, I get that crunch, but
Yeah.
of all people,
So,
I understand. Yeah.
Shop Grumman is driving home, and they get the text, and it's like, well, send me the file, send me a picture. What am I working with? And by the time they get home, they get it all. And they look at it, and it's Midoriya's mask. It's from My Hero Academia, or yeah. I'm saying the name right? Deku. Thank you. That's the name I'm looking for.
Is it
Deku.
the one you already made?
It's the one I already made out of foam.
So did you let them borrow it?
I let them borrow that,
Oh, that's
and
even-
the Air Force gloves, because I had those too. Plus, Shopman was able to 3D print a new mask that they had asked for, because on their machine it printed overnight, whereas the boss's machine was going to take 26 hours.
I love it when you get to save the day with costumes.
So the kid was thrilled. He was 8 or 9. I'm not quite sure. I saw one picture. All the friends are dressed up as My Hero characters, and he had the mask, and he had the gloves, and he had the. And it's great because the elastic in the back of my mask has his green hair spray. It's a little bit of green on it now.
It's been loved.
Don't care.
I love it.
I was super excited, and still am, that my props got to run around on basically an 8-year-old for Halloween,
Right.
and they had a lot of fun.
The biggest badge of honor.
Yes, and the gloves came back okay.
Yeah.
It's like, don't stress if something tears, if one of the little gold pieces come
You
off.
made them
No,
before.
they're all there.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that was great fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel it. I saved the day and made a Lydia costume using leftover tool that I had and a Christmas napkin.
And a Christmas napkin.
A Christmas napkin is for a kid. They're 9 or 10, so I
Oh,
was
okay.
able to make it into the bodice.
Okay.
And then the tool
So this is a cloth Christmas napkin or
Yeah.
crepe paper? Okay.
cloth Christmas napkin
Okay.
red. I just laugh because it's like so dramatic, a great red, because Lydia's bride
Yeah.
dress is so red, and it's
Right.
just like, you never know that the whole front of it's just a Christmas napkin with the ruffles. Anyways.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but Halloween is my favorite holiday, and when you get to make a kid's day, it's the best.
Yeah, it was.
I got to do that, and
That
then
made
we
me
got to
super
do So I made a Beetlejuice, but it was a dolly that needed to wear the costume, so it couldn't be permanent changes to the doll, so I wasn't going to make up or marker just in case it actually damaged to the doll, but I had a creepy doll that crawled and said, like, you know, creepy things that babies say, like mama and like, where are you going? Don't leave me! You know, creepy things like that. So I made a baby juice too.
Okay, so Beetlejuice but baby juice?
But baby juice.
Okay, so going along with what you're ordering?
I'm just death warmed over.
Yeah.
You know, Halloween is still in. Haven't quite gone past it at the moment.
Yeah.
But yes, but fun problems. Oh no, I have to dress up a baby doll as baby juice. By the way, I really liked the movie. So.
I haven't seen Beetlejuice 2 yet.
Yeah, and I helped.
Love Beetlejuice.
I helped somebody do the staples for the new lady. If you don't know it, you don't know it, but it's okay. Like, cause
there's a My Hero character that's got that too.
That does the staple their body together, and the person came in and was like, I don't know if this is A, even possible, or B, even worth trying. And I'm like, yes, it is possible.
Yeah.
Yes, it is worth trying. So this is what you're gonna do, because she got wire and she cut it into the size of like staples if they were stuck in, but there's just the wire, so it's
just
the
a
top.
flat piece of wire.
Yeah, so then she painted them with the spirit gum, let that dry, like contact cement, and then she drew the spaces where they go on her face, and so let that get gummy, and then you put them together, and they just held the whole night. She's like, I was surprised that it even worked. I'm like, yeah. And if you want to make it just a little bit icing on the cake, take your eyeliner and put dots, little black dots on either side of the staples.
Right.
To do the staple holes, just to give it that depth. And setting powder is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
So, like, I loved the movie, and I loved all the costumes that came out of it.
Okay.
Working at a costume shop, we had some really good masks, like
Right, the Maitland masks.
that mask.
Yeah.
We had the tiny heads, so people could bob.
Right.
Yeah, you have to see the movie. It was good.
Yeah, no, I remember. Well, both those characters are from the first one. So,
Yeah, but the new movie.
the new one, she's not. The Monica.
She's not in that one, but it's not a bad thing. Like, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. And
Good.
if you didn't, you have your own opinions, but I enjoyed everything about it.
I just want to be entertained and enjoy it. So,
Right?
Yeah, it doesn't need to. It doesn't need to expand the lore. No, it just needs to be fun.
I'm excited for the third one.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Like, because it's like they had the Beetlejuice, and then it's Beetlejuice.
So now they need to do.
Like, they can't not
Of course,
after
you've
that.
already said it 3 times, but anyway.
But I interrupted in between, so it's the rules.
Oh, is it? The interrupting?
Like, if you don't say it consecutively, if you say it with, like,
okay.
talking in between, that's why they kept going, ah!
Oh,
She'd get
okay.
2 in, and then he'd do it, and then...
Oh, right, okay. Gotcha. That's right.
So, yeah. I don't know how strict it is on the rules, but you gotta say it 3 times.
Let's go look in a mirror and say Candyman.
Yes, I keep saying baby juice. Somebody says, I keep hearing her say baby juice. Yes.
Yes.
That is a character in the new Beetlejuice. You watch the movie, it's worth it.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious to have a creepy little baby doll.
I bet.
Yeah. So Rowie Weingarten, I can ruin anybody's name.
Yeah, I want to see this one. Go ahead. Yeah, we're Roy Weingarten. Yeah. Sure.
Says, hey Odin and Felicia, I usually don't watch the streams, but I stopped by to thank you. Your videos are a big part of what got me into studying industrial design.
Wow, really?
That is an awesome honor and a compliment.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes. Answered that one. Does a steamer work on inflatable costumes? Yes.
Okay.
Louis Cossi, Felicia, tell them about the old theater costume refreshing spray trick with the vodka. Yeah.
Oh, the vodka, right.
They do half vodka, half distilled water. It just depends on, like, some people just do straight vodka. You don't have to water it down. It depends on which.
This is using it as a disinfectant to get rid of the funk.
So, you know, costumes get stinky, but you can't necessarily wash them, like, especially ballet tutus and ballerina clothes and some theater stuff. Mascots, all sorts of things. So, you know, they're not a drunkard in it.
No, but
I'm
you're
teasing.
using a cheap vodka because the alcohol content to
Disinfect it is high enough, and it's cheaper than buying just straight up out, like, the grain
rubbing alcohol.
Rubbing
yeah.
alcohol. Its price is comparable. So whichever's cheaper, you use some vodka, you use alcohol, and you spray down the costumes, and it doesn't damage them. It's sort of like a dry cleaning, but it's not dry.
Okay.
But dry cleaning is using lighter fluid.
Is it really?
Basically, like, it's basically like a lighter fluid. Like, if you get lipstick in your fabric and you don't want to ruin it, you can just dump lighter fluid on it and it'll get the oils off and save it. So, like, that's why dry cleaners are so flammable, because they're using,
Okay.
you know.
Don't know.
I don't know, I geek out about this kind of stuff. But alcohol does disinfect costumes so that you don't have to necessarily wash everything by hand. And working at a costume shop, you find things that are just not easily washable. It just happens. And as long as you get the areas to keep it hygienic, that's the important part.
Okay.
But I like that trick.
Yeah.
I don't use it that often because a lot of the times working at a costume shop, at least at Decades, not necessarily Broadway, they have different cultures, but Decades, we would just dump it on the ground and kick it, and if it survives that, it's rentable. So it needed to be abusable.
Right.
And so it also needed to be launderable.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember you talking about all those before. So especially the dropping one, like you made an elaborate Mad Hatter's hat, like from the Tim Burton movie or inspired by or whatever.
This big, yeah.
And
all by hand. It's that really cool gold lame fabric. And totally, as soon as it's finished, throw it on the ground, give it a kick.
what fell off? That's what you need to fix.
Sew it back on. It was made out of that plastic canvas, so it was really resilient.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That thing could take a beating. And it's gone to so many parties and it survived.
Right. Yeah, you guys made a few of those, right?
Yeah, I made about 6.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and they would always rent out because it's such a, like, that outfit with that hat was just such a fabulous outfit.
Right.
And Alice in Wonderland is a classic costume, especially if you're going to rent a costume at a costume shop. Alice in Wonderland, like, we did tea parties, did all sorts of fun things, like people like were doing group costume. And that Mad Hatter, it had the bandolier of the strings, it had the the good coats with the huge collars with the ribbons coming off. It had the big old orange wig with the hat that was scale with the bow tie that was the same ugly 80s fabric that we ripped up an 80s dress to make the bow, but it was exactly the same fabric that he had on the...
Oh, wow.
You know, like down to that... Hi, how are you guys?
Hello.
We have surprise guests. Welcome.
More surprise guests.
I completely got off topic and
That's okay.
no idea what I'm talking about.
You were talking about the how you guys found the same 80s fabric.
To make the bow.
The bow tie and the ruffles, yeah.
So we had a movie screen accurate... You know how that makes a difference on some things? We had that good of ones at the costume shop back in the day, and I made them, and so those hats were really fun. But we abused those costumes.
Of course you
And
did.
they survived. Multiple rentals. How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing great. How about you guys?
Doing great.
Hey, look, it's your little...
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
we're all getting beat up.
So between the two of you, got two good feet?
Yeah. Pretty
Okay.
much. I got one bad knee.
Okay. You can help with
Feet
the
are
foot.
fine.
Feet are fine, all right. So here's 2 other people that helped out a lot with getting the garage reworked, the set reworked. They came by on Friday and helped out with getting stuff cleaned up. And then, Ted came by on Saturday and banged, you know.
This looks great.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like I'm at the other place.
That was kind of what I was. Yeah, I you know, I'm
He
sort
even
of.
did
You seem more organized.
you can still use the garage door.
No, actually, I can't. It's
No.
it's totally blocked off.
Stop
But
right
We
there.
could stop it right there. We could like it'll be broke, but
you don't really need it.
JK.
yeah, you're right. JK, fair
Don't
enough.
use the
I didn't
garage
pick up
door.
on the sarcasm. No, you cannot totally use the garage door.
No.
But that was never the plan. I mean, I knew once the set went in, that was it. The garage,
No,
that
this is
garage door
it.
wasn't going to open anymore.
No,
But-
this is great.
It's like losing an arm. That's why you have 2 of them.
Yeah, that's why I have 2 of them. Exactly, big deal. But looking forward to it. Looking forward to moving on to the next portion of this and getting it to look like the other shop, basically. So a very similar set.
Feels like the inside of the Barney bag. What are we going to make today?
Yes.
Yeah, it's fun. I love it.
Yeah.
So for everyone who is at home who has never seen you before, would you guys please introduce yourselves?
Hola, I am M Dubs or Mariah. I'm from Zombie Prevention.
Yeah. I'm Jestro or Aaron,
And we're also adaptable gamers and hire for hire.
So all those names that we see in chat or on Discord.
Hire for hire, yes.
Yeah,
Hire for hire groups that we do.
Yeah.
There's a point in time when went out to do a LARPing event with zombie
man.
fighting. These are the people that I went out with.
And we're gonna have more coming up soon. We have Bearbear's doing another dungeon soon.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm
We'll
gonna
let
get
you
some
guys
more
know about that, too.
information, but we would love for you guys to pull up.
All right.
Even you too, Felicia. Like, you don't have to fight, but you can like.
There's a whole
look
group
cool
of people that
too.
just like
You
to
can
look
just
cool and
cosplay.
just hang out. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Very cool.
yeah.
Right on.
So much adventures ahead.
There's so much adventures ahead.
Wait till you guys will see it next year. Watch.
Yeah.
We're gonna post in the Discord. So much incentive to join our server. Like it's so
Yeah.
much fun.
The Discord is a lot.
Shop Roman and I have been working on mostly Shop Roman. I'm taking credit, but for the last couple of years, we've been doing a Advent calendar countdown for Christmas. It's a fun thing to do during December. Both the times we've done it before, it's been Lego, where we ended up with Star Wars Advent calendar, and 1 year was City, 1 year was Marvel. And we let Discord decide last year who got Star Wars and who got Marvel, and everyone said I got Star Wars. And what happened both years is Star Wars won. The idea is we both open up the day. What did we get? Is it cool? Is it not? Vote back and forth. It's been close both years, but Star Wars won both years. So this year,
Are you guys both trying to beat Star Wars?
kind of. Both trying to beat Star Wars.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, what we're doing differently is, I bought a Star Wars Advent calendar because I'm going to get one. But Shop Roman has found a ton of blind bag toys, random, different blind bag toys. I haven't seen them. I don't know what they are. And so basically it's roll dice, open a bag, what's in it, and then pit these cheap blind bag toys against each other. That, if I was to get this suddenly, would I be more disappointed with this one or more disappointed with that one type of a thing? And for Discord and Patreon only, I believe we're planning on shooting all of it. In the past, we only did the final reveal as a video, but this year we're looking at doing every single day. I probably have to do a few, early.
Way to be ambitious.
Trying. Well, it's a shorter thing.
And
This
you're
is.
also excited about it, so it's happening.
Oh, that helped. Well, the stuff's here too, and this is set.
Yeah.
But this is going to be a Discord only. It's going to be a Patreon only. It's not going to be on the full YouTube channel. So if you want to see Shop Run and I be a couple of idiots, then
It's worth it.
please check out
It is
patreon.com/Odin
so
Makes.
worth it.
Yeah.
So freaking worth it. Not paid to say this. My own opinion.
It's
I
so
love
worthy to
it.
see me be an idiot.
It's so much fun on Discord.
Yeah.
We swears.
Yeah. Yeah, not afraid to swear. So that is coming up. So there's going to be lots of specifically unique members content throughout December, but it's going to be us opening up these toys. This is totally inspired by Ashens, so I want to say that up front now. There's the Ashens Advent Calendar. He's another YouTuber that
So if
Chuck
you're into
Goodman's
that
watched.
thing,
Yeah.
go check him out.
So yeah, because he and I can't remember his friend now. The two of them have been doing it for like 14 years now or 13 years now. I was like, yeah, sure, let's do that too. And so yeah.
Okay, completely off topic.
That's
but
okay.
Random crafting challenge.
Oh,
Right? From
that sounds
the
more
peanut
on
gallery,
topic.
right? So Louis Cossey says that says Odin or Jerry, but I'm going to answer because I can too, says, I got a bunch of Halloween book trinket storage boxes on sale. How can I mod them to create modern looking book spines? What media can I use to print on and apply to the boxes? Somebody already... Yeah, I saw that you mentioned Avery sticker paper and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, yeah, you could do paper because printed paper can automatically, but you can also do leather.
Yeah.
You can do vinyl. You can do foam with the leather texture.
What I did for the deck boxes for Magic the Gathering, I got the Creek cut leather, which is super thin and super supple. And yeah, that would. And then you told me about doing the foam cutout. So it had a foam cutout or a cardboard cutout, glued down to it, glued the leather over it, and then hammered it down to get the relief from the bumps and whatnot.
Yeah, so if you want to emphasize the spine a little bit more, you can use cording, you can use foam pieces, but you just use some contact cement and then you smoosh it and you smoosh it.
Yep.
Smoosh.
Smoosh.
Yeah, but that's a
Yeah.
fun problem and I love it. And I highly recommend leather because it's very nice to work with and it'll look too legit to quit.
Yeah.
But you're not going to go wrong with, they also have fabric tape.
Yeah.
You know the spines of some books? You can
Right.
use a fabric tape, same thing if you want to add some bumps underneath it. Fabric tape would be a fun option. Paper tapes, of course, if you want to do a piece of paper and just Mod Podge it or glue it or thing.
One thing comes to mind that is probably not on goal, but what I always wanted to do for Smosh, because trying to do sets quickly of like bookshelves, so you have to set up the bookshelf, then you're putting all these dang books on.
I have collections of hilariously titled books that I hide on my bookshelf to this day because of that random problem.
There
and
you
I
go.
do it anytime I set deck. I see if I can hide these ones in on the bookshelf. So if you see my work and you see something funny in the books, I tried.
What I wanted to do was get a bunch of really cheap, older, nobody wants them anymore, like law books. Nobody wants them anymore. Just cut the spine off and glue it onto a piece of wood. That way I have this piece of wood with a bunch of books on it. You stick that in the shelf and you're done. And then it sits, flat in a box and doesn't weigh a ton.
We did something similar for the Young Republic's music video because
Okay.
we had to open the refrigerator and it was full of books.
Oh, okay. Right, and okay.
So we ended up doing one of those.
Doing one of those on that.
But there was
Okay.
also real books shoved in there too.
Right,
But
if you need to pull a real book out.
Gonzo
Yeah.
uses a lot of books
Yeah.
in his art and set decking, and a lot of them have been spray painted funny colors.
Yes.
So, I've painted a lot of these things. Sometimes just add a coat of paint in it, and then Mod Podge. Finish it, seal it. Add a
Right.
finished coat of something, But yes, there's a lot of ways that you could turn those boxes into modern-looking books, especially if you find an old book cover that you like.
Yeah.
You could do the old library, tape it, do covered in the cellophane plastic, and then fold it over and tape it so it looks like it's a library book. I don't know. There's lots of ideas. But I love that problem. Thank you.
Yeah, I remember when Beetlejuice first came out in 89, 88. At one of the Star Trek conventions I went to, they were giving out book covers. So this was printed to be a book cover that you put over any book and it becomes a handbook for the recently deceased. And so I took one of those and cut it up
Jelly beans.
and glued it to a textbook that I had for whatever it was. Psychology, I think is what it was.
That'd be hilarious.
So it became this hardback handbook for the recently deceased because it was the right size. And then you'd throw it up to a random page and started talking about something psychological. Like, oh, this works.
I love it. Now you
Yeah.
got to do that as a big.
I'd love to, but yeah.
Yeah. Print it out. Find a
Print it
printer.
out, find a printer, print
And
one out
then
again.
Mod Podge it.
Yes.
There you go. So, thank you for that weird problem.
Yeah.
We got a salute from South Africa. From
Oh, right on.
Oh, here, let's butcher this name. I come Kanzi Zolisa Manana.
Better than me.
I am not going to do better, but I just want to see it.
From South
I
Africa.
see
that's
Mark's workshop.
pretty accurate, actually.
I'm
That's pretty
like-
good.
I
Arkham
think you
Conti
did
Zola
good.
Manana. Yeah, okay.
That's my
Sometimes
best guess.
You
Yeah.
just sound it out. That's most of the time.
That's cool.
Oh, smoosh, not smosh. Got it. Okay.
Yes. Well, there's a lot of
we
smooshing at
worked for
Smosh.
Yeah, I was gonna say we worked at Smosh, so you got really good at smooshing because you just gotta make it work, right?
Smoosh.
At smoosh.
At Smoosh. Yeah, it was
Mark's
fun.
Workshop says, "Hey Odin,"
Hey, hello, Mark's Workshop.
and he made your boffer.
Oh,
He
nice.
followed your tutorial to make a boffer.
Couple of offer
Fun.
enthusiasts.
Yeah, we got some of our own.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I even have one. It's a lightsaber one. I didn't make it though, but it was from your workshop.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
We ran into somebody at LodiCon. I think I told you maybe, but ran into somebody at LodiCon who were there for your Jedi robe workshop.
Oh,
He still had it. He's been adding to it. He still wears it. So this Jedi robe that Felicia walked this guy through in a workshop, how to make one in less than an hour out of a canvas drop cloth.
Sick.
He's been adding to it. He's resewn parts of it, and yeah, loves it.
I am very glad to hear. That was a very fun workshop, and I was very proud of how well everybody's Jedi outfits turned out. Like, they
Right.
were
It looks
literally
sick.
outfits that they could walk out of there in. Like, they did.
Yeah.
They left the workshop all Jedi'd out, and I was just
Super
like,
cosplay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was 1 hour.
It was 1 hour.
That's
My
nice.
lightsaber was an hour and a half. Yeah.
That tape is no joke, though. You make it look so smooth and easy. I have to rewind the video like. It was like a 30-minute video. I was watching it for 2 hours, just trying to keep up. I'm like, okay, how did he make that tape look like that?
I genuinely enjoyed the live workshop, though. That was
Yeah,
super fun.
that was super fun.
Yes.
Oh, I just upgraded my workshop kits that I made. I went to Falling Prices yesterday on
Okay.
quarter day.
The
And-
quarter day.
Right, it's dangerous, but I only spent $14 and I got 55 items. I'm just saying.
There, that's a great deal.
That is falling prices.
So, right? So I got a
For
bunch of zipper pouches.
Oh, okay.
So I have 10 of them that have a set of scissors, a measuring tape,
Oh.
and a pen, so I could easily do that workshop again.
Without Ziploc bags, but with zipper pouches.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's all stuck together,
fancy.
too legit to quit. And I know that
can't wait.
$10 for the drop cloth,
Right.
and at the end of it you'd have a Jedi robe.
Okay.
So like and you no sewing machine.
Yeah.
Right.
No suing. Dang.
No sewing. It's hot glued
Hot
together.
glue.
But the thing is that
Would it
cotton
work?
with the drop cloth, it holds.
I
Yeah.
wanna
Yeah, it
try
does.
that
There's a
so
lot
bad.
of
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
why when
Fiber.
Homie showed up, I was like, yo, can I look at that? And he let me like fiddle with the seams. I was like, oh, that's cool.
So, no joke, working at a costume shop, do not use hot glue for costumes if you can't. Just as a person who's had to rip these things out and try to put them together, like, I get it. But I'm also traumatized. And then I go over here and have a workshop on how to do it right.
Correctly.
Not necessarily correctly, but you know, like
Better
the
than-
cotton drop cloths, those are they hot glue easily.
Yeah.
And
The materials, okay.
I did not have any, but if you screw up hot gluing fabric, spray silicone, even ground into velvet fabric,
The hot glue just comes out.
pops right out.
Which
Learned
is
that from
amazing.
upholstery. When I worked at the upholstery place,
Okay.
because they do a lot of hot gluing in upholstery work, getting
Okay.
those trims down, and so if there's a little bit of hot glue, it's gonna you know how expensive some of these fabrics are? I've like had to order them. They're
Right.
ridiculous. They just like, oh, let me with my poor
Facts.
people, you know what I mean? Don't understand these things, but the expensive fabrics, velvet stuff, spray silicone right out. But
Okay.
you're not gonna be able to re-hot glue it after you get the hot glue off because it's
Now it's been lubricated.
yeah, now it ain't gonna stick ever again.
Okay.
You can needle and thread that at that point, but
So suing. Yeah.
yeah, I just made like if you get the drop cloths that are the 4 foot by 6 foot or it's 4
8. I think it's 4 by 8.
Yeah,
Or
I went
12.
for the-
No, it's 12.
yeah, the 4 by 12. I
Yeah.
think you could have gotten them by 9, but it would have been shorter ones, so I went for the 12.
Okay.
It's the $10 ones, the $8.99 on sale.
It's a, yeah, Harbor
the
Freight
Harbor
tools.
Freight
Yeah.
coupon. Never pay full price for anything if you don't have to. Coupons are my friend. But it's already 4 feet wide, and if you go fingertip to fingertip, usually people are about 6 feet tall. But you know, Jedi robes, they don't have to go to your wrists.
No, they don't.
But it's a finished edge, so you can literally cut out a T and you glue the
Easy.
underarm seams,
Uh-huh.
Dang.
and you have a robe.
Yeah.
And you can
Yes.
cut it open up the front seam, give yourself a neck hole, fold the edges under just to finish them, and then you
Yeah.
wrap it around with all of the pieces that you cut off. Because if you're
Right.
6 feet tall, it's 12 feet from foot to foot. You know.
Yeah.
So it's enough to do a full one, but if you're shorter than that, you have extras for ties. But
But also, if you're 6 feet tall, you're not going over your head. You've got a head's worth of twice that you're still cutting off.
I know, which is enough for a belt.
Yeah. Nice.
So everybody could at least have a belt, but if you were shorter, you got more belt and more strings.
Extra
Right.
long belt.
So
Yeah.
I have actually, in the wild, ran into some of the people who helped put that on. Not what's her face. I can't remember her name right now. But like the city of Rancho Cordova people, and they were super excited about. I was like, "You guys are doing that again, right?"
Are
so,
they?
Yeah, they're doing it again.
Oh,
Well, no, that's what they told me. You know, yeah. So yeah, they were asking me if I was coming back, and so we are invited to come back to the May the 4th, whatever it is they're putting on in the city of Rancho Cordova. We can do the.
Well, now I have my zipper pouches. You even
Yeah.
used my zipper pouches.
Yes, I did.
They were very convenient, weren't they?
They're super convenient.
Yeah.
I've actually also been talked to at SAC Anime about possibly doing a live demo where people wouldn't be participating, but
They could
building.
watch you make something
watch
cool.
make something. So at the same time, if I'm talking to them, it's like, well, I would be happy to be there to be part of it, but you could lead this where a few of the people could build something, and it would be a little interactive, but you still have an audience watching.
You could do a group of 5 per sign-up sheet because it, together you can make one outfit, but
Oh, that's true.
team projects.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been coaching since I was 13 years old. Like, I am really good at, okay, let's get this class together.
Right.
I have to just chill. Okay. But yes, we could totally do that.
Cool. I'll have to remember to tell Scott that. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I could do that. That would be fun. But I would like an hour and a half if we have more people because then I'm not rushing at the end. The person that was after me was like, come on, we need to do my workshop.
Right.
Yeah. They had no setup that they needed for their workshop.
No, but it was their time. And I still have their pencils, the mechanical pencils they had bought. But anyway.
Oh, I was going to say I let them use my kits too.
Right.
Everybody got to use my kits.
I appreciate
They were very
that.
convenient kits.
They're very convenient kids.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I'm ignoring all the chat.
No, let's check out this.
lit.
This is a catch up. Wanted to know what was going on with you. You've had to bow out of the last few streams, so that was the whole point of today. We weren't trying to get anything else done. We had other guests show up. You guys are not forced to be stuck here if you're like. Okay.
Normally during this time we'd be on the other side of that.
Right.
Like, this is the
Comfy
best.
in your
watch
bed
our
with the
clothes.
pillow, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure, comfy.
Yeah.
Chilling big time.
Yeah.
Right, you get the whole bean.
Yeah, I got the baby Squirtle, aka Evie.
Oh, Daniel Knight says hot glue and fabric. I know that method.
Yep.
He came on and said, "What did I miss?" And I said, "Oh, Felicia just explained the truth about the life, the universe, and everything." I said, "Oh wait, no, it's just hot glue and
And
fabric."
still, I've come to the conclusion, just
Pretty
bullshit.
close.
Yes. The prop slayer says boo.
Ooh. Hello, Props Layer. Now, is that Props Layer or is it Props Slayer?
It's prop
Second one.
Slayer.
It's Prop Slayer?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had asked about when are you going to come to an East Coast convention?
Next
When
time
somebody
they fly me butt
offers
out there.
to.
Yeah.
Right?
When they
You know, people, you can like say, hey, why isn't Odin Makes at this con?
I'm happy to go to a con that isn't costing me, basically. And
I go to the ones that he gets me free tickets to.
Yeah.
Never been to a con till I got free tickets from him.
Exactly. So I've been out to a con I've been to Dragon Con. I did that one on my own dime, but I just went to go. Creators Con was in Lafayette in Louisiana. I've been to Creators Con in Oakland. Excuse me, that other one. What's that other one called? Oklahoma. Bit different. There is a Creators Con coming up in Colorado Springs in Colorado, and that'll be May, I think. And I'm supposed to be going to that as long as things happen. Jeff from Creators Con, apparently his town/house just got hit by a tornado. So don't know what's going on with Creators Con right now. He was, he posted, well, I'm on my phone because that's all I've got at the moment. So I don't know how bad stuff is.
I hope people are doing okay.
Yeah, I hope so. And then I've been out to New York Comic Con with because Ryobi took me out there. So
Yeah.
yeah. Those are the East Coast ones that I've been to. Don't mean to make anyone a downer with Creators Con. I just kind of realized, oh yeah, that happened. But
Yeah. It's almost the season again, isn't it? Winter season.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's happening, but all good. So I on occasion I do get to go out to the East Coast, but it's not a constant thing for me because it's expensive. For me to go to cons, it's still mostly out of pocket. That's just I can't do that.
Sorry, I'm reading comments.
That's fine. Hopefully, it's a good comment.
Yeah.
I sell stuff at cons and it's still rough to travel.
Yes. Yeah, these two, especially at Lodi Con, I'll have my Odin Makes booth set up, and right next to me is the Zombie Prevention League booth set up. So get to hang out with them.
Yeah.
Which is great.
That workshop con was the very first time I had my own little booth.
Yeah.
Right?
I enjoyed my little booth. I need one of those QR codes to
Yeah.
send
Okay.
up to my YouTube channel, but
Yeah.
I had like a whole little matching thing. Had the
You did. You
fabric.
set up. I was like, I get a booth, and you.
I design things for a living. I set sets up. I set decks. I had a sewing machine so people could practice sewing like a game with the
Right.
you draw a line and then see what easy it is to follow your line, and people found out how hard it was real quick.
So what she's explaining it, and I explained it. You got a sewing machine. Take all the thread out of it. Take a piece of paper, even if it's just a piece of printer paper. Draw any kind of line you want on it. feed that into the machine, set it up as if you're going to sew, and now follow the line.
Like you're driving a car.
Yep.
And so I only used quarter pieces of paper, so it wasn't like fighting a giant piece of paper through a sewing machine. And it was just a tiny little kid's sewing machine that you brought.
Right, the little battery operated
Yeah.
one.
So.
That you bought, I think.
Oh,
No.
No.
You did the handheld one.
I gave you the handheld one.
Yeah, Shock Gremlin bought the battery operated
Okay,
one.
so I don't really like handheld sewing machines, but I do like a good cheap kid's sewing machine, and that's what he had. And I was like, it doesn't need to actually sew with a needle and thread. I just want it to go up and down and stab, because I took construction paper, had the kids or the people draw a line or a swirl or a zigzag.
Whatever they wanted to do.
And then following it as it stabs and goes through the thing, and it just, people think I'm going to go super fast, and then they're like, oh wait, hold on, let me go slow, and like how you go around corners, and it's like...
Yeah, and it's a great learning tool because all the muscle memory and the figuring out how to make it move, that's exactly what you do with fabric.
And how much people like have to go, wait, stop, wait. Like things that I do so naturally now, you don't anyways. It just gives people a chance to play on a sewing machine without the baggage of a project.
Yes.
There's no project, there's no expectation of something being amazing at the end of it. It is just, let me see how fast or how accurate I can draw this car.
And you're also
I use
removing
a
the
marker.
problem of the thread. You're not going to have the thread bind up and be stupid. That's a whole, because that's out. Sorry.
Yeah, but yeah, just draw with a thick marker so you get, it's wider than the needle because you realize, oh shoot, driving a straight line can be hard sometimes. But anyways, I feel like booths that have something interactive are always more fun. I didn't have candy. I'm always pro candy, but stuff and
Right.
activities. So I that was the activity I came up with for
I like it.
my booth. But yeah, first one,
This one, nice.
fun problems. I'm ignoring the chat, sorry.
We do that. We go off on tangents and talk and ignore chat.
Oopsies.
Yeah, compare NYCC to Anime LA Prop Slayer. So what's the different cultures between the two East Coast, West Coast cons?
Okay, so I've been to LA Comic Con. I have not been to Anime LA yet. So comparing it to LA Comic Con, New York Comic Con is multi-story. The Java Center is a couple of floors. I think the biggest one that was somewhat amusing that we noticed at the con would have to be accessibility. New York Comic Con is on multiple floors. Where are the elevators? There's an icon on the map for where elevators, that the building has elevators, right? So in the legend of the map, there's an elevator. There's no elevator on the map. So then you go up and you try to ask somebody who's working there where they're at, and they usually point you at the stairs or the escalators. Like, no, I've got a thing. I need to go up the elevator. So you finally find it. You have to go like towards the office, down a hall, miss the cart of like cleaning supplies that they've stashed. Oh, there's the elevator. You know. So the big one would be a huge one. It's accessible. One of the elevators came up right by the men's room on the 3rd floor. It's like door opens up. Oh, that's a smell. Same thing. The LA Convention Center's got much better facilities. The Java Center didn't feel like it had enough facilities for the number of people that were there. It was always a crazy line. And because the men's line moved faster, there were a number of women in the line. And, you know...
How do you know?
Okay, well...
I'm just teasing, I'm just messing with you.
The one person I'm thinking of presented as female and wanted to apologize for coming in. And my immediate response is, I don't care, the plumbing's the same and you're going to close the little door. Who cares? It doesn't matter. Yeah. So people, there were a lot more vendors. There was a lot more production type companies set up at New York Comic Con than I saw at LA Comic Con. And the look is different. It's darker. The halls are darker. Just the interior, you know. Otherwise, it's a big con with a lot of people.
It's like more comparing the infrastructure than it's the same types of people, the same.
It is the same types of people. It's the same.
So was it different weather when you went? Because was it cold when you went to New York and warm in LA, or was it?
They were similar.
Because
They're both
I know-
similar times. No, New York Comic Con was later in the year, so it should have been a little bit colder, but it wasn't that bad.
Okay, because I know that New York can get cold.
It can.
It does snow.
But it didn't the time that I was there.
Okay. Because
Good.
at a costume shop, they make more money when it's cold outside because
Right.
people need more costumes
Need
because
more
it's
costumes,
cold. You
yeah.
need the boots, you need the jacket, like weather-wise. Like
Yes.
I noticed, like in New York, you can get big coats and big, like winter wear.
Yep.
You're not worried about that in LA. Like you're like a hoodie all year round. But
Yeah, basically, yeah.
flip-flops. It's my culture.
Right.
For real.
There's still a huge Funko Pop booth.
Kind of thing. So I was like, okay, maybe it's. But if there's similar weathers and it didn't affect the
Yeah.
ins and outs.
Didn't feel like it did. No.
Like-minded individuals doing like-minded things.
Yes.
Different location.
In fact, that was one of the funny things. So, after spending a couple of days at New York Comic Con, where you're going into the con and you're surrounded by tons of people who are all looking at people in costumes, taking pictures of the people of costumes. There's booths set up to promote the new movies coming out or new comics coming out. And you've also got other booths where people are set up and they're selling their art that's inspired by these movies and such, right? So for the fun of it, because I really haven't been in a very long time, went over to Times Square. Now, what's in Times Square? Well, there's lots of people milling about looking at advertising for upcoming movies and plays that are there. People taking pictures with people in costumes of all these characters that you recognize, and lots of people selling artwork.
Isn't there a place in LA where you can find that too?
Yeah, you can, but Times Square was totally like an outside, smells like
step
urine
outside.
version of
Yeah.
the con. It was great.
That is just the way to explain it, and it's not even wrong.
Third floor.
For real. Oh gosh.
The smells
Yay.
of the city.
Yep, smells. Oh,
Right.
Frisco's worse though.
Good old fashioned
So.
city slicking.
But you can take selfies with Drunken Elmo and Meth Batman.
You can take drunk.
can.
Yes, you can. There
Yeah.
definitely
You gotta
was
score those.
Drunken
Outside the
Elmo.
con too.
Outside the con too. Yes.
For real.
Well, Times Square also had the giant costumes. Like there's this big King Kong guy, and like the huge costumes. They were in Times Square too for taking
People
pictures.
gotta make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People be
those
hustling.
street
Oh yeah,
performers.
it's all good. They even had the thing set up. I've seen it at a few cons where it's the 360 camera that spins around you really quick.
Oh, yeah.
Those were set up in Times Square too.
That was also in Las Vegas when I went there. They had the people
Yeah.
all dressed up. Yeah. They scared me. I ran. But,
Lots of dressed and undressed people in Vegas.
Yes.
there are a lot of interesting things in Vegas.
Yes.
It is.
Saw undressed people in New York too.
Oh.
It's like, aren't you cold?
Okay, man.
Beta
You're wearing
Breakers
socks.
is insane in San Francisco, and there were people urinating on everything.
Ew.
Yeah.
So, cities.
The city slicking.
Speaking of smells, so I got to go to Mardi Gras one year. I've been to one Mardi
my.
Gras pre-Katrina, and what's one of the main things I remember about the French Quarter at Mardi Gras? Yeah, vomit. That's
Oh,
what I
yeah.
remember. Vomit in huge bags of pizza, because there's a couple of different places that sell pizza by the slice. Nobody really finishes it. They throw the crust away.
Right.
And so there's a mountain of trash bags in front of the pizza place because the trash isn't going to come until the morning. And people have walked over it. So you got all this mashed mound of like...
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I appreciate the garbage man.
Yo,
Yeah.
yes, definitely appreciate the garbage man.
For real.
That's what I appreciated about Tokyo is just clean.
Yeah.
They don't
Just
play around.
there's no dirt, there's no garbage, there's almost no graffiti.
Right.
And everywhere you go smells like food.
That's
man.
awesome.
Hell
Doesn't
yeah.
smell like used food?
No, it's
Yummy.
fresh. I mean,
That's
everywhere
awesome.
you go, because I mean, the mom and pop stores, like 3 blocks into urban areas, they're selling, ramen or whatever. It just smells great. So.
And nobody come to Sacramento, but I love it here because of all the trees. It does not stink here.
Right.
That's true.
That's
it's
true.
a very fresh. It's very nice here. Like
Yeah.
we have the river and all those other things, but yeah, I like the diversity of the amount of good food we have access to. Every time I travel, I realize how many good
Yeah.
foods we have here and that we don't have elsewhere.
No lie.
Let me shout out to Shady.
It was Shady. Okay, I saw that pop up. Shady.
A super chat?
Super chat from Shady.
Oh my god.
Yes,
Make it
which is
rain.
awesome. Thank you,
my
Shady.
God.
$4.99 to the set fund.
Dang.
To the set, thank you. Very
Gracias.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shady is a member of the Discord. He's very big into the Minecraft. The Minecraft. Let me talk like someone way older than I should be. There's the Minecraft, got shortened from the Odin Makes Minecraft server. Shady's has built a ton of stuff on that server, and they recently did an update. I've been waiting for Paper to update, which is part of how the server for Minecraft can talk between the different versions, Xbox versus computer versus whatever, and so.
When you say paper, I'm imagining somebody having to fax something. Going, geez,
Basically.
Louise, are we like into that kind of?
It was just what the program got named. There's
Okay,
there's a
okay, that
paper,
makes more
there's
sense.
Spigot, there's like Waterfall, there's a
Yeah.
couple different ones. Paper's just one of the
That makes
apparently
sense,
is
but
one
I
of the
just
better
laugh
ones.
because I'm like, oh, it's ancient
Yeah.
technology,
Yeah.
paper. Like, who uses that anymore?
So we're waiting for Paper
For real.
1.2, 1.3 to come out.
Cardboard and foam.
Okay, the recycled paper.
Yeah, so as soon as that comes out, we'll get things updated, which is it's close. They're, last I checked, which was actually Friday night, was the experimental version was finally out. So hopefully we're finally up to being able to have, Java and Bedrock players play together again on the server.
Yeah.
But another little perk from Patreon, Odin Makes Patreon, is getting onto the Odin Makes Minecraft server, where it's a bunch of stuff that people have built, like
Where you can make.
where you can make.
And
Yeah.
Odin Makes.
Yes. I got a little spot on there.
Bunch of makers make.
Yep.
Do you have to adjust your set on the Minecraft? Or is it close
Not
enough?
really. It's close enough. Minecraft was simplified quite a bit to look like the Media Center set, and this will be close enough to look like the Minecraft set.
There you go.
Yes, going off of age, seniority. Yeah.
What's gonna happen is this is gonna start looking more like a Minecraft, because then when you look at that side, it's gonna have all the cool stuff.
Right.
Just like it does in your Minecraft room.
And Soul Edge will come back. I'm gonna put Soul Edge because there's no better place to put it. It's just
Right.
safest.
For real.
Yep. Any new comments?
People talking about the Minecraft servers.
Oh, okay, good.
And saying how awesome Shady is.
Yeah, good. Shady is awesome, actually. Shady's
Me and him used to have some
super
adventures.
helpful on the Minecraft server.
The tour
So
was so much fun.
Mooch says, I used your ray gun for my school project 2 years ago.
Wow, the Call of Duty one?
I guess.
Okay.
Or the Darkwing Duck one.
Oh, maybe
No.
Darkwing.
Well, that was a
That is
gas gun.
you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, Mooch. So with the new Odin Makes, for those of you who have joined us that didn't hear since the last time, OdinMakes.com is now up and running. Thanks very much to the Muppet right over here. The Muppet God.
Muppet moves, Muppet moves, Muppet moves.
We were making fun of him 2 hours ago, and the joke's getting old. This is Jerry Rig Props.
I still love it.
He's been helping out a lot with getting the website going. Shop Gremlin was really spearheading that project to get it started and get it going, and the two of them spent all day yesterday really hammering that thing out and got it live last night. So OdinMakes.com is now up and live and running. It's working for desktop, and one of the things we're doing is putting together a makers page. So at the end of my videos, when I say, hey, send me a picture, I'd love to see it, there's a place where it's going to be able to be displayed in a gallery where you can be recognized and other people can see it, not just me. So I'm looking forward to having that happen.
Wolverine says Superman looks like an extra from Breaking Bad.
That's not bad.
Dude, you're not wrong. I could tell you stories.
He is an ex-SCA fighter.
Evil Odin.
Evil Odin.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm Evil Odin.
Yes.
Shady, am I famous yet?
Shady, you're totally famous.
Yes.
I haven't been out to the P.O. Box, Shady, but I did get notification that the package arrived. So we're gonna get out there and get your package. I don't think I can tomorrow because the P.O. Box is closed for the American holiday of Veterans Day. So I don't think I can pick it up tomorrow, but I'll try and get it this week. Basically.
You said it on live internet, so now you
I
are
did.
being held accountable.
Yep.
Not by me, but by the internet.
By the internet,
It's
yeah.
on video.
It's recorded.
It's
on
recorded.
video.
It's recorded. Yep.
We'll hold up in a court of law.
Oh man.
man.
Maybe I'll just convince someone else to go out and do it for me.
This is why
As long
I
as
never
you're correct,
dedicated
you have it
time
on
because
video.
I'm like,
Well, in all honesty, with the P.O. box, I don't think they hold on to stuff forever and ever. So I want to make sure I get out there before they return it back to Port Shady.
Oh,
So,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I need to go.
Holy shit, Ace!
What I see the red and I see the ketchup and
Whoa.
mustard from here.
Whoa,
What
this?
happened?
Super
just
chat.
donated to the set fund.
Ace just donated. Hold on, I just gotta say, dude,
I'm nearsighted.
seriously, $99.99.
What?
$99.
And then
Oh.
followed immediately by Dan, who just donated $10. Like,
Oh,
wow! Thank you guys. That's
Thank you, guys.
amazing.
the super
The
chats
set's gonna
are
get
lit.
awesome.
Thank you, Ace.
amazing.
Thank you,
Super
Dan.
chats are- we need like a donation, like dancing thing on your screen eventually. There you go. Right, for
Flush the
$100
toilets.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that was $100. I'll take one of my articles of clothing off. There we are. For $100, I take off a shoe. Give me another $100.
Dang.
Didn't Joe make 500 that night?
Something like that. This actually came up earlier. We were joking about it over breakfast. Felicia and I did the Wonder Woman build on the live stream, and then later on it became this, hey, if you pledge a certain amount, we'll put Joe in the Wonder Woman costume. You guys did it. And so did
we
Joe.
had some goals. Okay, bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Next video, Odin makes a stripper pole.
Great to the set.
yeah.
Out of foam. And it's
Out of
Out of foam.
It's gonna work just like a real stripper pole. Mhm.
Thank you very much for contributing to the set fund. That is super appreciated, and that's exciting.
Ace says, good to see the joy return.
Oh, good.
Aw.
Yes.
Thank you, Ace. Something I'm really looking forward to as well. Coming back to Ace, who was one of the first guys that really gave me an honest opinion about a particular brand of 3D printer.
Okay.
Which was the Bamboo brand of printing, right? Printers.
Is it just the company, or does it do bamboo printing where you can?
Is the name of the company.
Okay.
And it is spelled with a U at the end instead of the
Okay.
O, or two O's or whatever it is. So it was just the name of the company. It's a 3D printing company. They make very solid machines, and they pretty much work right out of the box.
Oh, nice.
There was a shop grumman got a hold of some, and there was a little bit of finessing with the newest one that we picked up, but still got it to work. So there are videos coming out with Bamboo printers, because Bamboo sent us an A1 and an A1 Mini, both with AMS units, which are the multiple, I see them, multiple filaments for different colors. But because of how well those worked, how's this for an endorsement? Shop Grumman bought the bigger, better model that was, hundreds. It was a lot more money.
So their
with
marketing
multiple.
worked.
Yeah, their marketing worked, even though it hasn't really left the studio yet.
Already made the set.
Dang.
So there is a special. Shock Grumman or anyone else who's got access to the Discord, I do have a Bamboo creators. You use my link and I'll get a portion, and it'll help support Odin Makes. So if you're looking at getting a 3D printer, Bamboo's been fantastic, and hopefully that link will get set up. And Ace has got one. He's the one that was telling me, dude, this thing just works. I know you hate 3D printing, but this thing just works, and it does. Jay got one.
That's
J
what
period.
I want to hear
so.
when I'm ordering something,
Yeah.
as opposed to this is really finicky. And
Right.
most of the problems, it's not necessarily user error, but it could be user error. But it's just not going to work unless you don't watch it. But then if you don't watch it, it'll go last minute.
Yeah. Welcome to the second half of the hobby, where you get to work on your machine to force it to work. It's like, no, that's not what I want.
I spent more
I got a
time
thing.
fixing my sewing machine than I did sewing. So
That's frustrating. However, during this whole fun rant, another super chat popped up.
Ralph
super
Morick
chats.
Ralph Morick. All right. Thank you, Ralph.
says Orange is also needed Dutch represented.
Oh, right on.
Oh man, all these super chats. Thank
Oh,
you.
the colors are great. So Shady was blue, which is funny because Shady is so red. Usually, Shady's favorite color is red.
Hey, there's
Yeah.
a set.
There's a
there wasn't
set.
a set last week. I wasn't
There
here.
wasn't a
but-
set Friday. No, there wasn't a set last time. No.
Yeah, there's a set. It's getting built. It's going to be painted the most boring shade of gray.
Yes,
Actually, technically, yesterday morning there wasn't a set.
Yeah.
this is true. Yeah.
Yesterday
There wasn't a set this time yesterday. We were still just cutting wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
The wood
Advexen
still
just came on.
smells fresh.
on the super
It
chat.
smells so
Oh,
fresh.
that's Advexen that did the blue one?
Yeah, but $2 super chat saying
$2.
I'll be the caboose of this train.
Right on! Thank you, Advexen.
$2.
Hey.
I can do a lot with $2.
That is, you guys are great. Thank you.
Shop Gremlin says 3 of my coworkers have bought bamboo printers because of me.
Dang.
There you go.
You about to get the job at Bamboo at the same
Yeah.
The side gig.
Shop Grumman has their own printer farm at this point. There are 5 filament printers in that particular printer farm. 3 of them are bamboo. One's Prusa and one's Mingda, which happens to be the big format one that we use for making the heavies. But and then there's a couple of resin printers.
There's gonna be some more printing projects.
There's a multicolor Magikarp printing right now.
Nice.
Yeah,
Still in the works.
still in the works. Yeah.
Dang, that 40-hour print.
Yep. So the Polymaker Figurines, I think is what it's called. Shop Grumman will correct me. Over on Instagram has been doing a project that he calls Print Them All, where since the beginning of this year he has modeled each and every of the original 151 Pokemon, just working his way through them. So he would model Squirtle and then do it in multicolor using a 3D printer that could print in multicolor, and then he's got the finished Pokemon. Just yesterday did Eevee. So all the way up to Eevee. They're getting down to like the last dozen Pokemon,
So is this a
right?
YouTube channel or
This is an Instagram channel.
Instagram channel?
Yeah. So
trying to
just
see
doing
my channel.
reels, and yeah, they're looking great.
That's awesome.
And and then he makes his models available on a number of different STL sites, and including whichever the maker world is that Bamboo uses, where you can get his multicolored version. So printing, but did Magikarp and did Gyarados, but what Shock Grumman did is swap the colors around, so Shock Grumman's printing a shiny Magikarp.
Dang.
I
Yeah.
approve of shinies.
Yes. Exactly.
It's
We're getting
almost-
down towards the end of the stream. We're all running out of
We
gas.
have 4 minutes left before we have to sign off.
Okay.
We're getting down to the last little wire. And we've survived this long without even working on a single project.
Yeah, that's been the last 2 or 3 streams. No, actually, I did work on something last time with Joe
You
here,
were
but
painting.
yeah.
You built a
I was
whole
painting.
You were painting.
Yeah, I was
I
painting.
thought you finished a prop by the end of it. Or did
Pretty
you?
much, yeah. No, it was on. It was a glowing prop. I was looking at throwing pictures up, but then kind of forgot.
Oopsies.
Right?
Yeah.
Remember
Trade with
making
you.
things? Whoops.
Sorry. If I could trade you briefly, I'm going to try and find that tape. Just have to download it.
Do you?
Yeah, I can't. I don't think I can just directly try to give you your box back.
Oh, so I don't have to be short? I
Yeah.
love it. I'll take it. Look at him tall.
Right. Look at that tall.
You still gotta
Uh-oh, tippy toe.
even tippy toe.
Even, dang, the
Still.
shorties, the
Yeah.
shorties.
Well.
You know that trend where people are like taking their dog to see where they can't see the top shelf
Yeah.
of the thing? I did
Right.
that the other day. I was out walking around on a bench looking at like the top shelves of my kitchen going, oh, it looks a lot different from this angle. And how short do I really look?
For real. We're shorties.
I am what I am.
Same.
There we go.
That's why I like putting things on the top shelf, like random stuff on the
Oh,
top
don't
shelf.
put
So
the
you
good stuff at
find
the top.
like a surprise for all the short people. Like, what is really up there? Like, why is there a rubber duck up here? Or, you know,
Why? Yeah.
so
Why
what
would
do
there be
we
a
like
rubber
up
duck up
here?
there?
Oh, Dan did another super chat.
Oh my goodness.
Dan did another super chat.
Yeah.
Dang.
Dan's the moderator. Dan's doing another super chat.
Hey, he won a bit from Tahoe, so here you go.
Oh wow!
Share the wealth.
Gambling.
Oh, Ralph did €25. Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, Euros is even more. Oh, shoot.
Well, thank you, Tan.
Dang.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, chakram right underneath it. Jesus, Dan, thank you. Exactly. Odin, do you have people who appreciate your videos and support you? Let the people help you with your videos. You have. Oh, okay. Yes, Justin. Thank you. I just lost network connection to my switcher.
Oh no.
There it is. Okay.
Okay. Don't worry, we're only live.
We're only live. Not a big deal. So I keep talking about our friend Joe and his post-apocalyptic books. We brought the thing up, and there's a Kickstarter going on right now, and that Kickstarter is currently live. It was 300% funded last time I looked. The whole thing is all about post-apocalyptic Joe in the cinematic wasteland. And the thing that I'm helping with is creating a LED VHS light. This is a thing that was inspired by another light that Joe had seen that Stranger Things had done, but we are one-upping it where the entire tape glows. So it's got this wasteland fallout kind of color scheme done to it. It's dirty, but
a great nightlight
it's a great nightlight.
for those people afraid of the dark.
And the plan is to go ahead and autograph the back of them. You can kind of see it here. I'll work on my signing skills. So I'll autograph and number the back of every one of these tapes. These are available as one of the tiers as part of this Kickstarter. And here's the full back shot. And so these are all going to be done individually by hand. The plan is to make them self-contained. This is a prototype. So the little cord you see popping out the bottom, that won't be there. We're going to make these be USB. Yeah, there's no cord. Well, it's down here underneath the word program.
Okay, that's why I can't see it.
Yeah.
I thought it was one.
Right.
So these will be self-contained. They'll have a little rechargeable battery that'll live right behind the label. So the rest of the tape will still glow, be USB rechargeable just like your phone, and turn on and glow for until the battery dies. You have to charge it again. But the whole plan is to make these things and ship them out, and it's all part of the Post-Apocalyptic Joe in a Cinematic Wasteland on Kickstarter right now. This will be active for another 2 weeks, I think, and then you have to start making tapes.
You'll have a number to make.
Let's
make it scary.
Yes, please make it a scary number. Please make me work harder for my friend Joe. Because this isn't a stretch goal. This isn't a, oh, hey, I might win one. Everybody who gets in on that particular tier for Wasteland will get one of these tapes. So, yeah, as well as a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I do believe I've got the link to that in the description of this video. Thank you for letting me shield my other friends' projects while all of you are contributing to the set fund, which is fantastic. I really appreciate that.
Right.
Like a huge level of appreciation for that. Yeah. It's amazing that I have people literally worldwide helping me build this. So thank you guys.
I guess Odin does make.
I guess, yeah.
Odin makes friends.
Odin makes friends. Got a lot of them right here.
Well, there's your next April Fool's video. Show all the different ways you make your friends.
Right.
Just pull people out from under the table like
You
a clown
bake
car.
them.
So,
You fry them.
yeah. Meet them through a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You bought me a sandwich.
On phone.
We were co-workers. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
the
true.
best.
Yeah.
I bought Odin a sandwich and said, "We're best friends now, right?" And he's sure.
I guess so. Hey, guess what? We are.
I didn't get
I
a
was right.
sandwich.
You know.
Oh well, I'll get you a sandwich.
Oh, sure.
I'll make sure.
A sandwich. Yum.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't make friends with salad.
No, you need
No.
sandwiches.
Awesome. Everybody, I want to thank you very much for hanging out with us today. I want to say thank you, Felicia, for coming back and joining the stream again for the day.
Well, thank you for not moving far away.
You're welcome.
I told him if he went too far, I was just like, I can't go far.
Right, and that literally became a concern over where are we going to move. It's like, well, we need to be within Felicia's commute distance. Because
I'm
very important to have Felicia with the live streams.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And as this thing gets built up, you need a place to come build something. You can run down and use my tools again.
I've been slowly building up my tool supplies.
Good.
Thank you, Ryobi.
Yeah, thank you, Ryobi.
Like, I have been using them. That Bernie thing that you gave me, the hot knife,
Uh-huh.
I've been using it for fleece.
Oh, okay. Does it work for fleece?
Lace.
Lace. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Polyester melts.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's really good for cutting it out because it cauterizes the edges at the same time that you cut it out.
Right,
Which
which-
is amazing.
Super important for lace. Now, this is the foam cutter that Ryobi did, or a different hot knife?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because it has the one that has the little wire,
Yeah.
but it also has a little poker tool.
Right.
And the
Okay.
poker tool is what I've been using. You gave me it.
It's behind them.
Oh, you had 2 of them. Yeah, right here.
Yeah. They sent me another one.
Oh, they sent you. That's why I get the doubles. Yes, please send them. Because it's this one.
Yeah.
So this one, and you just take, when it gets hot, you can go around the edges of the lace and it just melts it.
Just melts it.
It melts it. No. Anyways.
And the whole thing is, sorry.
This the little
Stick
battery.
my hand right in front of it. It comes with a little rechargeable battery, and unlike the other Ryobi tools that requires a special charger, this one has a built-in USB-C charging port. So it just charges from your phone or a phone charger.
And these do drain a lot of battery power, so they go pretty quick.
Yeah.
But it works.
Yeah.
It gets hot. It does what it's supposed to do.
On fire.
Yeah.
It does its job. But the nice thing is that it doesn't get too hot that it's completely unusable, because there's
Right.
so it's great to have like the power tools, but I think of like Tim Taylor from Tool Time.
Yep.
There's such thing as too much power, and that's not a Ryobi problem. It's like perfect for like crafting, like
Noobs.
without overdoing it.
I need that.
Yep.
I need the easy stuff.
Yeah, the heat gun, same thing. The heat gun is ideal for foam from Ryobi. It is not the strip the paint off your walls, plug in Wagner gun. But
Which is great when you want to just burn things.
Yeah, so it's
Like
not going to
your
melt
table.
PVC
Oh,
pipe.
you fixed it. The burn spot, or did it get?
No, it's
No, it's on the
Oh,
outside.
it's right there. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I totally burnt the table with a heat gun.
Twice.
But the battery-powered Ryobi heat gun heats up fast enough to be able to do the stuff you want to do to foam, but doesn't get to the temperature that it blisters and burns the foam.
Or your hands.
Or your hands, yeah, which is...
Don't
is
use your
really
hands.
great.
Wear gloves. Be smart. But I'm just
Yeah,
saying. Safety first.
safety first.
Uh-huh.
Everyone, thank you very much for tuning in. If I don't just say, hey, we're going to go, we're not going to go.
Yeah.
So...
If you want to check out my live stream, I'll be live on Tuesday. I don't know what time, but sometime I'll be
Right on.
live. Finishing up my last artsy project, and then I'll be moving on after that. But
Excellent. And if you want to see your live stream live on Tuesday, where would they go?
YouTube, behind the scenes fashions on YouTube. Hit the bell notifications. It'll let you know when I go live, because I don't really have a set time. I try to go early in the mornings because
Right.
that's when I have the most ability to, but it doesn't always happen. So
Understandable.
I commit to nothing on camera.
Good for you.
Although I will be going live this Tuesday. I have not been going live this whole month. It's been a crazy
Well, it's
month.
been Halloween month.
It happens.
Yeah.
It's been insane.
It's been insane. It
Yeah.
totally has.
And I keep breaking myself every time I turn around.
Right.
For real.
I do believe there's a link for behind the scenes fashions in the description of the video as well. So
Yes, support
Yes.
is nice. Thank
support
you.
is nice. You'll be able to see all of us at SAC Anime just after the first of the year. All of us are going to be at SAC Anime in Sacramento. Maybe not all on the same day, but over the course of the 3 days at that con, all of us will be there doing cosplay repair and saying hi to people. So if you're going to be in the Sacramento area and you want to come by and bother any of us in person, there's your chance.
Yeah?
Yeah. So see you all again in 2 weeks. I'll be back doing another live stream, and I have no idea if we're going to actually do anything productive or just talk about stuff again.
Well-
But
I see a box that has Ghostbuster pieces in it.
yes, you do. They're here. I just need to get the tools
Oh,
so we
there's the
start
other
working
one.
on it.
I spy with my little eye.
Exactly. Yep. There's the other one.
All the stuff.
Yep. We got the parts.
How
we just
close are
need
we
to.
done?
A lot of it is electronics, I think.
So we've been stuck on the
We're
electronics.
still on.
But we have a
that's
foot
like
now.
a big one.
But that's percent.
We have what?
A little bit of a budget now.
We do have a little bit of a budget now. Yes.
So we have a set. But fun problems. It's the bells and whistles, the part that I've been most excited about and the most
Yes.
intimidated by.
Yes.
See.
Yeah. But
Apparently, Advixen loves your. I commit. Oh, he commits to pizza.
Only on camera, though.
yes.
Oh, sweet. Dan does let me drop by next weekend. I like that. All right, Ace, you all take care and have a freaking great day. Absolutely. You all take care and have a freaking great day.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. See you again in a couple of weeks. I gotta find the button because I got so many windows open.
Are we live? Or are we no longer live?
We are no longer live. And
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Are we dead?
Now we're dead.